What's good with y'all, man? What's good? What's good? I'm gonna give everybody a second to get in here. What's good? What's good? What's good with everybody? What's good? What's good? I'm gonna kind of angle this a little bit better, where you can just kind of see what I'm going for. So this one came about. I'm gonna let y'all guess what this one is before I get started. I'm gonna kind of let everybody just go ahead and join up. What's good with y'all though, man? I ended up getting myself a brand new pen for this one. Let me zoom in a little bit on my reference just before I get started. I'm about to start up though. What's up with everybody though? What's good? What's good? I ended up opening up a new box of my pens. Every time I get started with a lot of these, it'd be a few of y'all that'll pull up and y'all ask me, how long does it take for me to have to like cycle through a new packer? I mean, even getting a new pen in general, you know. What's good? What's good with y'all though, man? What's up? I'm gonna let y'all guess what this first one is gonna be, but it's gonna kind of be like some of the things I've done on my other nights, where the sooner that I get started, the more that everything else will come together. This is a new pen, so I'm gonna have to kind of use it a little bit more just to get everything good and going. What's good with everybody though? I'm gonna let y'all guess what this wood is. I'll kind of give y'all a second. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to get in here. What's up with everybody though, man? I wanted to get some wildlife started on this one just to get the night, just to kind of kick the night off with something. I figured that something would be way better than nothing, you know. I had a couple of ideas, but I wanted to start the night off with just some birds more than anything. That was my biggest goal. I was looking over some of my old stuff that I've made as of recently. I just wanted to get some things on the page, man, more than anything else. What's good with y'all though, man? Somebody tell me something. What's up? What's up? What's good with everybody joining and pulling up though? Tell me what y'all see first and foremost. I thought it was like that fun little game we were playing the other day when y'all were trying to guess what it was that I was trying to draw out. Tell me what y'all see, if you see anything in the scribbles. I'm not going to outright say what this one is just yet. Just that way it gives everybody a chance to guess what it is. I feel like those are always the funnest. I'm definitely going for an idea, though, with this one. Nah, that's crazy. You guessed what it was immediately, Collector. Maybe. You said a vulture? That's tough. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That's crazy. I was kind of just brainstorming some ideas that I wanted to do last night. I as a vulture with glasses, rooster, owl. This one isn't an owl, but what I was kind of considering for this one, I had a couple of ideas. I was kind of on the fence with some things. I was kind of thinking about doing some more like my butterfly garden kind of drawings, or even I've done I've done all kind of things in that lane before. Y'all always ask me what's my favorite, but just out of everything that y'all have seen kind of coming and going, whether that be in passing or just more recently, it could be even my older stuff too. Like what's y'all's favorite, or like what's your favorite thing to draw in general if you even do be drawing? This one's a duck, an owl. Nah, this one is a vulture actually. I was scribbling in a vulture for this first one. I wanted to start the night off with something that was a little bit more like in that naturey lane that I'll normally stick to. I'm gonna make his beak stand out a little bit more though in the scribbles. I've been drawing a lot of vultures and stuff. I ended up going down this rabbit hole a couple of months ago where I was looking at these it was a type of vulture called condors. They're basically like what you would think a vulture would be, but they're a lot bigger and they live in like Cali, I believe. An eagle, a duck. This one isn't quite a duck. This is like I don't know what kind of vulture this one is exactly. But just think that outdoorsy lane. Eagle, duck. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that I haven't really done too many of, and that's the Canadian geese. You know, like those geese that always be out. I mean, it depends on where you are, for real, low key too. But those Canadian geese are pretty crazy too. I know I've done swans. I've done all kind of other birds, but I'll cycle through these vultures every now and then. Between the vultures and the owls, those probably got to be my favorite birds to draw. Vultures and owls, if I had to choose between the two. But sometimes I'll just kind of find little things, and I'll kind of just look at some of my older stuff for more inspiration too. I don't mind drawing the little birds too. It just depends on what I'm feeling during the day. You said eagerly. I'm not even going to deny it for what that one is, but it low key depends on the day which one I gravitate more towards. I would say, at least. It depends on what I'm feeling in the moment. Whenever I went to the Smithsonian about a year or so ago, I got the chance to see. They didn't have live birds, but they had stuffed birds. Stuffed meaning like it was alive at a point, but somebody pretty much cleans it up and makes it look as if it's still alive. They had eagles and stuff on display, and that was like my first chance to really see one close up. I've seen bald eagles in real life, but I've only seen about 2 or 3 of them, and they were kind of in passing. You know, it wasn't like I was close up on them. That's not something you would just see regularly if you're not really much of an outdoorsman. Yeah, taxidermy, that is the word. Yeah, that's the exact word I was looking for. Yeah, it's taxidermy. Which taxidermy is kind of, I don't know, it depends on what it is. I remember a couple years ago I seen this show, and it can be a little bit maybe it's a little bit off-putting. It can be a little bit kind of creepy to see. Like, I don't know if I would ever go as far as getting like your pet or something like that, but I know some people do it. I know that's the thing that people be doing. I've seen eagles in Dollywood. They're huge. Nah, man, they're way bigger than what you would imagine they will be, and that's what's so crazy about them. Like, when you see them out and about, it ain't no joke, dude. It's no joke at all. But they're majestic too, though. They're some of the most majestic things you can see, especially the bald ones. I know back whenever my dog was still living, I would walk him under this brush of trees, and we would see hawks and stuff. We would see hawks and all kind of just animals and birds. It was like some National Geographic stuff. It was like kind of little birds and stuff, though. But they were huge. They were huge birds. Birds of prey. I'm gonna tell y'all another animal that's way bigger than what you would think it would be in real life. Like, if you're not ready, if you've never been horseback riding, horses are huge like that too. Yo, a horse will throw off your whole like perception. Like the way that you perceive them on TV. You'll see a horse in real life. It's like a night and day difference. It's some things that you can't see it on the screen. Will never do it the same justice. But when you see it in real life, it's very eye-opening. You realize how tiny we are, low-key. Stuff is definitely no joke. It's no joke at all. I'm trying to think of other animals that are like that. I know for a while it was that question about 100 dudes versus... No, it was like... it was 100 dudes versus 1 gorilla. And when you think about the raw manpower of even a chimpanzee... Yo, do I remember you, dingus? When was the last time you were in here? I'll buy this. If you seriously are interested, do I take requests? It just depends. Do I remember you? When was the last time you were in here? It depends on what the request is. Like, if you got something, like if you trying to buy like a commission or something, you could... Just DM me. I'll try my best to get around to you. I have like 2 months ago, you had on parental controls. I'll be honest. Nah. It's a couple of familiar faces that'll be up through, and I'll be picking up on people. But if it's been 2 months, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Do you think you could draw the Demogorgon? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really watched Stranger Things like that. That's been something that's been recurring. If I don't get to it tonight, it might be something I come back to, because it's been a lot of y'all that are asking me for it. I got a couple of... So the only thing about requests... Hey, thank you too, Dingus, for the Fest Pops. The only thing about taking requests, sometimes it'll be like it'll be more niche stuff. But I know Stranger Things is popping right now, so maybe. Maybe. I just don't want to promise it, because like I said, I had some ideas that I wanted to for sure get around to tonight. Maybe JJ from Outer Banks. I don't even know who that is, yo. I'm not gonna lie to you, Noah. Nice work. Thank you, GGO. Yo, like, it be some stuff where I'm tapped in, but sometimes I just really be drawing, y'all. be drawing, man. I ended up opening up a fresh pack of pens, as I was saying earlier. Like this red is completely brand new. I'm gonna show y'all this other one that I was working with. Look, this one I was gonna draw with this one, but I had another one. I thought I did at least. This one has no ink in it. Look at this. Have y'all ain't never seen this before? An empty pen like this? Y'all thought this was only some stuff of legend. This is how I know. Like, there's no AI. This is a legitimate empty red pen. When you see stuff like that, it all makes sense. Just to clear the AI allegations, you know, how many pens do I go through on a live? They can last me a long time. It's less about. I mean, I don't have a consistent number. It just depends on how hard I'm going with my pens. This is the result of multiple drawings though. Like, this doesn't just happen from me doing a singular animal on one night. How does this work? Why are you using two different pens? Humans weren't meant to see empty pens. Nah, I'd be having to show y'all because so y'all don't think it's like just something you can imagine. Nah, that exists in real life. And I also be having to. I threw away majority of my little pen collection that I had. I had a lot of pens that were completely empty. I had like a pen graveyard basically, like right next to my door. Anytime I run out of ink, I'll just kind of like toss them over there, and then whenever it's time for me to throw them all away, they gotta go. What I need to start doing is documenting every time I do that, because I know some of y'all will ask me questions about how many pens I got. I done went through so many pens. I done went through so many pens. But it's not as many as you would think. They last me a long time. It takes a long time to kind of go all the way through a pen. I'll have drawings like these where I'll kind of press down a lot harder. And that's where things start to get a little bit crazy. That's where it's kind of, it starts to get a little bit tricky, because by then, that's whenever you start burning through a lot of the ink. I mean, he didn't get like this overnight. If you scroll through my pages, man, I've uploaded my whole progression. I kind of started working at this about a year or so ago. But before that, I had been on and off drawing for my whole life. You got to just consistently draw. That's what helped me. But for whatever reason, this made sense to me too. And it wasn't like I didn't start completely from zero. I had always had dexterity with my left hand. So if I mean, as long as you draw, bro, I can't even imagine how you draw and the ink will just draw out. I be finding reference pictures that I like online, and the rest, it just comes together. You got to just hope for the best. The rest, I mean, I just be finding pictures online that I like, and I go from there. The last thing you want to do is overthink it. Hey, I appreciate that too, D. I appreciate it, man. And kind of like what I was saying before, I really be going through and drawing a lot of these animal nature drawings just because you don't really get that same justice that's done until you see this stuff in real life. Not that the scribbles is the exact same as real life, but it's crazy. I see you on YouTube. Keep it up. Hey, thank you, EDM. It's gonna be a lot more of these coming, man. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a lot more things coming. And I'm gonna start really giving some behind the scenes videos too, where I kind of break things down. I get a lot of questions, people that are interested in learning how to do this. It's gonna be a lot of things coming with time. What am I drawing right now? I'm drawing in a vulture. This one is just a regular vulture. I think that right next to it, I'm drawing just some little animals that'll be outside, like think possums and little animals like that. Stuff that'll be in that lane of vultures and kind of like some wildlife stuff. Y'all really getting some late night geographic. I watched this whenever I was growing up. I watched this show called River Monsters. And this dude would just kind of go around and he would just go fishing. I mean, it would be a kind of little shows like that. Whenever I was a little kid, I spent a lot of time going fishing with some of my childhood friends. Between fishing and getting on the game. Oh yeah, do I like Western turtles? I love man. And Yeah, river monsters. What is a Western turtle again? I'll have to see it to remember what it is. I remember like whenever my friends and I would go fishing, we had these. I believe they were like red striped turtles, and I think they were maybe called bluegills or something like that. We would be outside though, man. One of your best fishing memories. So this one is gonna sound unbelievable, but one time, this was like whenever my friend and we would like go fishing, and we would pretty much be fishing on one fishing rod. We were really young, but somebody else, I guess, had went down there and they had like dropped one of those little kitty. This is some real life Minecraft stuff, but they dropped one of those like kid. At Walmart, they have these little kid mascot fishing rods that you can get for a lot cheaper than just the regular full sized ones. And somehow they ended up dropping it into the pond. And my friend, he ended up fishing it up. So kind of like how you can do in Minecraft, if you have a good fishing rod, you can pull up another fishing rod out of the pond or whatever you're fishing at. We basically pulled a fishing rod out of the pond that we were fishing at, bro. I remember you remind me of an old friend from East Alabama. That's what's up. That's crazy. East Alabama is crazy indeed. I come from Kentucky though, man, which isn't really that far off, low key, but that sounds unbelievable. Did you ever have a sneaky Wait, what? What are you saying, Nigel? Yo, what's up? What's up, D? Are you on the spectrum by chance? Serious question. No, not that I know of. I'm not like diagnosed, nothing like that. Just for whatever reason, this made sense to me. What you trying to say, Bettina? What are you trying to suggest? What you trying to say there, man? Ma'am? You trying to say there, man? Ma'am? Fishing. Yo, what's up? What's up, Tom? What you trying to suggest, pal? I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see the branch he's sitting on. I'm gonna end up kind of drawing in some of his tail feathers too. I wasn't like a professional fisher. I wasn't a professional fisher at all, honestly. It was between pulling the fishing rod out of the pond, and it was another guy who was down there fishing with us one day. We had these, they were like, I don't know if they were alligator snapping turtles or they were just these really big snapping turtles we had. But they were huge, and they were actually really dangerous, considering how small we were. We would just go down there and we would just be fishing, bro. Just fish. Fishing is one of those things you can just do at any time. Now, I ain't gonna say at any time. It's been so long since I've been. Bro, that's epic skills. Thank you, media. I always bait my friends. I'm Loke, the master. What does that mean? You like a professional? If we have like a group fishing session, you can't be capping, man. You gotta be the professional. It's been so like I was saying before though, it's been so long since I've went. It might be something I definitely give a go again. Just going back and going fishing. What's up, Britain? But you gotta actually like go outside and touch grass to be doing all that, man. You gotta actually go outside and breathe air, feel the breeze. I don't really be doing too much of that no more. Gang finna draw me without my clothes on. I'm okay on that one, Soren. I'm not that type of artist, brother. That's crazy. LOL, I actually make rides as a job. Hey, that's tough. Need to rent a pontoon and cruise the lake. It takes a bunch of patience. It does indeed. But I mean, a lot of things do. That's a really random profession. You said I wish I was better at fishing. I imagine it's like with many things though. It's the more you do it, the better you get. But like I said, it's kind of been such a long time since I went. My frame of reference is off. It's all the way off. Bro, don't be broing me, bro. Don't be broing me. There is no rationalizing that statement that you just made. I'm not trying to. Hey, man, that's not this. We're not doing that here, man. We're not doing that. Let me find like a good picture of an opossum. I'm making this more nature based. So I did this vulture, and I'm gonna kind of just draw some stuff in the surrounding elements, you know. Whatever vultures may eat. It won't be nothing overly graphic, but it'll be in that lane of just nature and wildlife. Bro, don't be broing me, bro. Soaring eagle, he deserves this? He deserves that? Y'all saying that man deserves that. But don't be encouraging that. Don't be encouraging, bro. Do not be. He said it'll be a masterpiece gang. Listen, man. I'm sure. I'm like, look, it very well might be. I'm just not that kind of artist, man. I'm cool on that. You really trying to sell off this case? You really trying to sell this off though? Bro, it's fiending for that, man. What's up, Simbo? Why y'all hyping up? Why y'all hyping dude up? You said check it out for the fishing videos. You be making like videos on it? I don't know, man. Y'all putting this idea back into my mind. It might be something I look back into doing, just going fishing again. Y'all can get like a lot of wildlife scenery and greenery. He said, am I proud of you? I feel like I don't really know you enough to be disappointed, I guess. Putting a lot of faith, putting a lot of, I don't even know what the word is. What you're doing is even a coping skill, and it's the strongest form of bilateral stimulation. He said, so you think I'm coping right now? Here I go with that mental health accusations. I had the one lady accuse me of being on the spectrum by chance. You're accusing me of coping. The other day they was calling me an AI. What do we do? What are y'all saying? I'm just playing, by the way, too. I had somebody mention that, man, you know, like just the bilateral connection, the way that the brain works. I don't know a lot about brain health and nothing like that. I just, for whatever reason, this made sense to me, so I just leaned into it. The GOAT, what's up, Jerry? Welcome back. We got vultures and opossums. We was on the topic of fishing and all kind of stuff. Y'all really getting some National Geographic. Bro, I did my own 200 drawing. Wish you could send it to me. Either send it to me or just leave it like, or comment it somewhere. Oh, it was with markers. What did you like, dry erase it or something? I didn't know that it was good for like your. That's cool. Thank you, Kaya. I've only really seen opossums just in passing, and it's never been like a lot. I remember one day whenever I would still walk to school to go stand on the bus stop, I seen a family of them. I kind of crossed paths with them. They didn't like bother me or nothing like that, but just seeing them in passing. It'd be little stuff like that. It's like some Strangers and Freaks GTA missions. Hey, happy Friday to you too, Bongo. I want y'all to guess this next animal that I'm gonna do. What is it supposed to be? I'm gonna show you. I did an opossum and I did a vulture resting on a branch. I'll never do these full body drawings either. I just wanted to change it up a little bit. Maybe y'all do something else like it a little bit in the night. Hey, love it. Thank you too, Guts. A gator. How did I start doing this? I picked up on this just through my own personal trial and error and experimenting. Just through experimenting and just filling it out and seeing where it would go. Very creative. Hey, thank you. I like the process of kind of like streaming it though, because like I said, I had a lot of people accusing me of being an android or an AI somehow, some way, or being multiple people. An armadillo. When you say armadillo, that immediately took me back to whenever I was playing through Red Dead Redemption. I ended up getting it like around the time whenever it first came out. Y'all played through Red Dead Redemption? A lot of the time whenever I go through making these animal drawings, that'd be on my mind a lot. Because you got the honor systems. I remember playing through as Arthur Morgan, and really having every single decision weigh on you. It's like, dang, I don't want to do this. but I gotta do this. Whenever I be playing through games, I know some people that just be completely heartless. They don't be thinking about nothing, man. When I would play through, I'd be making decisions like they really matter, man. It ain't no joke. I was hooked on Red Dead Redemption. It was another game that I played through too. I didn't think that I would get as hooked on it as I did, but it was The Evil Within. I remember I was up at it had to have been 4 in the morning or something like that whenever I was just going through playing it for whatever reason. It was so early or late in the it was in that middle of being really late and being really early. Like when you stay up so late in the night that you're up early. That's what I'm saying here. I don't know why, but I just remember it being really dark and I was just sitting up. And I had it, you know how the game, it'll have you adjust the brightness. It'll be adjust the brightness to where you can't see the letters in the middle or something like that. I remember I was actually playing on the instructed brightness. I had to change it though, because bro, that ain't no joke. Good night. Hey, what's up, Shed? Have a good night too. I know, man. A lot of people don't be following the game rules how you supposed to. Said cool. Geico, like the lizard dude. A sheep, a rabbit. Nah, not quite. Let me draw on his little ears. Swamp Fox. Naruto. Nah. Nah, it's not right now. But you're not too far off, because normally on these live streams I'll be drawing Naruto people, Theodore, a chipmunk. Can you draw him though? No, not right now. I've drawn him before. If you go to my pages somewhere, wherever you may choose to look, there I got time lapses and stuff of Naruto. A cricket. Nah, it's definitely not a cricket, G. Actually, yeah, this is a cricket. This is a cricket right here. This is a cricket, bro. This right here, this is a crazy cricket. A jackalope. A squirrel. Nah, this is a cricket, bro. You gotta rotate your phone. You gotta rotate your phone at a 45-degree angle. Nothing more, nothing less. You gotta rotate it to where it's a triangle or something. That's an adorable cricket. Hey, thank you, Sierra. Pikachu, indubitably. Hey, nah, see, it's so crazy because y'all were here throwing out a lot of these things that I've done before. A squirrel. Y'all throwing out these characters between Naruto and Pikachu. It's definitely interesting. A bunny. Nah. Is it a fox? Yes. This is indeed a fox. Hamster. Hey, what's up, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what your name says, but I appreciate the love. A chicken. A fryrin? I'm gonna be honest with you, Tara. I don't know what that means. You said that there is a squirrel. Are you sure about that, Bonnie? Who? But this is clearly a cricket. Okay, here's that one. Now for the real stuff now. Now I want y'all to guess what this next one is. You gotta guess. And don't cheat either. Like, don't be reading the chat. A young dog, it's a fox, a squirrel, a dodo bird, and a possum. Nah, don't be trying to cheat either. I need your honest reaction as everything is coming together. Don't be consulting with the council. Don't be doing that. That's not too crazy. Easily a deer. You gotta tell me what you think, man. Have I done a rat before? I don't think so. I've done mice. I've done mice before though. A crow, a dot. Is it a character? My bad. You gotta just tell me who you see. Tell me who do you see personally? It's your own interpretation. You gotta tell me, man. A snake, a dot, a fish. You gotta tell me, tell me. You gotta tell me. A bird. Is it a black hole? Accretion disk? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what that means. Turtle, a bird, a crab, a duck. A cat. I gotta tell me, tell me. Cat. Cat, a cat, a hummingbird. A hummingbird. Donald Trump, French bulldog, a hummingbird, mouse. You gotta tell me what you see. The freak is a swirly thing around the outside of a black hole. Oh, nah, you be building rockets. Holy talent. Thank you, Ash. An octopus. I don't know. I gotta keep y'all on y'all's toes. This is like, what if this is this was too straightforward. I made this one a little bit too predictable. I'll give that one to y'all. I'm gonna be honest, something that shocked me, something that still kind of to this day, it blew me away. Whenever we was on her doing that, whenever like I was doing the Skyrim drawings, there was a lot of y'all that was really tapped in with what was going on. I didn't think that many people would care for the Skyrim drawings, even to this day. Skyrim goes so hard though. Unicorn, beautiful bird, can we name him Billy? Hummingbird, a couch. Was it a reason why Billy was what stuck out to you? Or what was it about the name Billy that? Does that name have meaning to you? Skyrim, I love Skyrim. That's something, man, Skyrim is generational. I happened to get on her one night. I had been doing like a lot of just, it was like a spontaneous thing. I didn't really plan it out or nothing like that. But in the heat of the moment, I went ahead and I like themed the whole page around it. A kiwi bird. Nah, he's just Billy. Oh, man. Well, the council has spoken. What do y'all have to say about the name Billy? Is it easy to do? I don't know. He said, yeah, he's Billy. I said the council has spoken. Y'all got to vote. Yeah, y'all. Mice. What about mice? You making like an offering? Making an offering is crazy. I'm gonna need to rewind that. It was something else. It was something else too that. I think you could draw a really good crow. A crow could work. Everything's starting to look the same. Maybe expand your repertoire. You think so? I would love to see you draw a bee. When you say a bee, like, what do you mean? Or you mean like can you do a place such as where? What are you thinking? Hey, thank you for the sundown. You said I can't draw, but you're a superb critic. Yeah. Like McDonald's. What is it about a McDonald's that you... Why McDonald's? Is McDonald's just where your heart is at? Why McDonald's? Master one thing at a time. That's what I'm saying, man. McDonald's is where the man's soul is. What am I drawing right now? You got to guess. Guess, guess, guess. You gotta tell me what you think this is. A turtle, a turtle. Tanjiro. You gotta tell me what you see. An owl. Gojo, a tornado, a shell. Tell me what you see. Things. Wait. You do Vecna from Stranger Things. You said dude from Demon Slayer for sure. A snake, bunny, fish, an eye. I'm not really interested in drawing like characters right now. And if I do some characters, I really kind of what I'm personally leaning towards is like, well, I won't even say just yet. Thank you for the rose too, Emily. I won't even just say too much. I'll just kind of do. Y'all pick up. I mean, it'll be more clear what I'm feeling later on. When I did the Skyrim things, did I do any dragons? I did. I did do some dragons. I didn't do like a lot, but I did the face of one. What was like one of the main things that I did? I drew in the face of one, and then I also drew in. I believe it was I drew in one of the Whiterun guards. Low key, it's still up and it's themed. It was like a themed drawing that I did. I turned it into a time lapse. For those of you that are interested. Dinosaur, a snake, a shark. Thank you for the go-to, Sean. Gotta tell me what you see, man. Tell me what you see. If you drew Alduin, it would look really cool. I have to go and look at the Skyrim ones. Definitely. I believe that's who it was. I wasn't for sure, but I'm like 99% sure it was a reference of Alduin. To the pelican. I'm 99% sure that it was of Alduin. A bird, a snake, lizard, snake, elephant. You gotta tell me. Tell me. The more challenging part about this is getting it to where the illusion of movement is there. Because I don't really go into that super deep detail with these. I just try to communicate the shape and the scribbles. You said a plane with a tail. I kind of try to get that movement down. Because snakes are kind of coily as it is, Okay, it could be a baby elephant playing in the water. Squid, easy, a dolphin, Star Wars. Is that what y'all betting on? Is that gonna be y'all's finishing? That's crazy. That is crazy. Not like a turtle, but the tongue is throwing me off. You gotta just tell me what you see. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. You said it's an animal for sure. Category is open. Oh, it's a snake for sure. A dinosaur. So I don't even know. I guess we'll find out. Nah, you can't be cheating ever. You gotta guess. That parrot is dope, my dude. Hey, thank you, Z. See, look, that's all that matters, man. That you betting, man. You took the open-ended question and you at least try to fill in the blanks. I respect that. Don't wait. You gotta spin the wheel. You gotta take your guess. I drew my profile pic. Do you like it? I can't see it fully, but it looked pretty cool. Wait, can you move the phone? I want to see what you drew. Hang on. Let me get done with this first, or let me add a little bit more to it. Wait. What did I miss? He bro said wild. What did I miss? My Uncle Charles. What? Bro, is your Uncle Charles a reptile, bro? You gotta give us some background, because what does that mean? Your uncle is a reptile. How did you realize? How did you make that realization? My son said I see a snake. Does he now? Why did that man just call his uncle a reptile? That's the real. What is going on? We not about to just sweep over that. Easily a dodo bird or a dolphin. You bet $1, 100%. You said I see BS. Bro said, he said that's tough. He said a snake hiding. Said it's a reptile. Nah, it's not a reptile, bro. This is not a reptile. Bro said, I see BS. Okay. Bro's not feeling the vision. An earthworm. Bro's not. He said, I'm not feeling that, G. I'm not feeling that. A Chinese dragon. What is this? You got to tell me what you see. I'm going to leave it alone. The people that know, they know. The ones that don't, that's tough. Now. A shark. Your son low-key got a good eye, because now I see it. I'm lost. Don't be. It's a snake. Look. Well, I'm not even going to explain it. It's a snake, though. It's a snake. Don't be lost. I'll tell you. I'm not even playing either. It's actually a snake. I know I'll be joking and being like, well, it's such and such. Even bro don't know what he's doing. No, I actually do. I was looking at the picture. I was just playing with y'all. It is a snake. Seriously. But, yeah. I want to do something that's a little bit more out there. I know I normally go about these with animals. For this first one, what I'll do is I'll finish it off with something else, like a raven or something like that. But on the next one, I have some ideas. Okay, that makes sense. If we betting, it's definitely a snake. Nah, you only saying that because I just said that. Nah, man. It is a snake, though. You can't place a bet after the sun already cleared the air. That doesn't. You're cheating. Have I done a penicillin? Have you used a penicillin? What? What if you did a roller coaster? He said it wasn't a reptile. Nah, I was just playing. It is a snake, actually. Sometimes I just be saying stuff just to throw you off a little bit, man. Keep y'all on y'all's toes. Got to make sure you're listening. Have you ever tried drawing buildings and sunsets? No. I'm not even going to lie. It just hasn't been something that really was super interesting to me. I'll be kind of coming back to these birds and animals and stuff like that, because like I kind of enjoy drawing them out. I mean, I might come back to it eventually, though. It just depends. I've had drawings where I've kind of inched really close to drawing in sceneries and cathedrals and stuff like that. $1 on it. Your art style would be really cool to read a manga in. Hey, thank you, man. Nah, it was so I had one night I was on here and I had no intention of making like a cathedral themed page. The animals be fire. Well, that's kind of like what I've just gradually worked my way up in and drawing. There was one dude that was like, he thought that these were getting repetitive. I'm just like, that's just kind of what I've gradually built my understanding into. It's just the animals. I never knew this was a thing, drawing like this, till I saw your videos. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tabitha. I don't know nobody else that really does this way. I did this way because it made sense to me. But I've inched slowly towards drawing buildings, but as I was just saying before, it's not really something I'm just super interested in the moment. I might come back to it a little bit later, but I don't want to kill off the fun of this. I'm not really looking to be super technically correct. I might stumble. I might kind of become more intentional with that later on, but it's a lot of people that are making perfect art right now, and I'm good on it for the moment. The pens behave so well. Thank you. I guess. I don't know what that means. Don't know what I'm supposed to. Or a lobster claw. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta keep y'all on y'all's toes. This one might be a bowling plan for all y'all know, man. You know, gotta keep y'all guessing. Can never let them know your next move. Can never let them know an eagle, or I said an eagle, an eel, an L. Thank you for the rose too, David. Gotta keep everybody guessing. Gotta keep y'all on y'all's toes, man. I mean, this really might be the McDonald's building that Buddy asked me to draw earlier. You never know, and that's the fun. That's the fun of it all. Keep everybody guessing. Like this really might be a door, or a capybara. He said some sort of animal mouth. Man, just guess. Just guess. Tell me what you see. Just tell me what do you personally see. And don't be cheating either. Don't be trying to like wait on somebody in the chat and be like, I see such and such. Nah. Tell me what you personally. A toucan. Oh, I mean the ink isn't dying out randomly. Nah, it's about my pressure. It's definitely about my pressure. Some sort of bird. Crow, raven. I'll give y'all crow or raven with its mouth open. I'll give y'all the point because that's kind of standard. That's stock. I'll let it slide. A craven. Nah, you cannot select both of the multiple. But then again, as I was saying earlier, crow and raven, that's the same. Like they're not the same animal, but they fall under the same category. You can't finesse the multiple choice. I ain't gonna lie, dude. I did that before. I remember I was taking this multiple choice quiz. It was so crazy because I ended up. It was like you got to select 1 out of 4, and I ended up like selecting every single answer except the one that was right. I don't know how I did that. Like you going negative. You going super negative at that point. Like your KD ratio is all the way crumbled. Like you cooked. Raven. I saw a crow with a white spot on his wing the other day. You was in a genjutsu, bruh. You got to snap out of it. I ain't never heard nobody doing that before. Like, how do you manage to pick every answer except the right one? An eagle. Nah. Man, you seen a crow with a white spot on his tail. You was in a genjutsu, bruh. It happens. Nah, that was cooked. All the way. A pigeon. Not even. Not even. A vulture. This one is a vulture. I started the page off with a vulture. That was like the first drawing itself. I had him on a branch, and I had a little mockingbird, and I had a possum. Then I had a squirrel, and then a raven. And I did a little snake. I was debating on if I wanted to put something over here in this corner too. It's a lot of space. Draw a dove, if you haven't already. A tiger. There is no way I'm squeezing a tiger on this page, Ash. There is no way. That's a task. That's crazy. I don't know if I want to do a tiger though, because a tiger is I've done a lot of those recently. I gotta like let it refresh a little bit. I gotta let it refresh. I do want to do another little animal on her. I know somebody mentioned a rat or a mouse or something like that. A rat is crazy though. Let me see. Draw a crocodile, a mouse, a crocodile. I won't do a crocodile on this page, but I might do one on the next one. I'm gonna make the next page more more like whatever theme you would say that is a crocodile. I don't wanna make it Florida themed though because I made so many of those ones already. I want to make it just more swamp themed. So just be brainstorming some swamp animals. We gonna kind of get this going. Get everything off the ground. Quite entertaining. Hey, thank you, Alpha Breed. A tree. Do a sugar glider. I love your page. Hey, thank you, man. Do a frog. A bat would be cool too. I'm already settled. I'm gonna do a little rat. I don't know. I said I was gonna do a crocodile on the next one, but I haven't. Let me see. Let me see what I'm leaning more towards. I gotta keep it fresh. I'm on the verge of slumbering. Nah, bro, don't go to sleep. Do not go to sleep. I was just playing about the tree. Nah, you done already put it out there. It's too late. Gator, don't play that. What about the little rodents? I don't think I've ever drawn a rat before, somehow. I know I've done mice and all kind of stuff. You said better be wearing jimmies. What does that mean? Frog or a toad? Can I make your profile picture? No. You ask me that every time you pull up, bruh. No. No. An anteater. Nah, this one is a rat. I'm actually telling y'all what this one is. Normally I'll joke and I'll kind of play around, but no, this one is genuinely a rat. Like, actually, you ain't never seen the other guys. What does that mean? I'm gonna get my glasses. Nah. Lock in. Lock in. You wanted as a pet. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, I have not seen it, in fact. Seen it, I have not. I gotta make sure that everything's getting seen. I picked up a rat the other day and a bunch of baby rats a while ago. Why did you pick up a rat? Was it just outside? What about a dragonfly? You said it will. I don't even think I have seen it, man. I'm gonna be honest. What made you pick the rat up, man? How did that happen? How did that interaction unfold? This is just a little warm up. I wanted to get something on the page for the night. I'm gonna move on to some more stuff too. I want to make one. I want to do one similar to how I did a couple nights ago. That was more like garden themed. I heard the baby rat screeching. I said the grass is screaming at me, so I went to investigate. Yeah, you're bold. You're extremely, extremely bold. I don't want to do just the monarch ones. I want to do some of those blue morpho butterflies. I ended up drawing out like a couple of them, man. They look all majestic and they're all blue. I don't really draw them out to where they're like color accurate, but they still look cool. Bro said, look at the likes. You was waiting on that, Marks. 6, 7. Everybody is getting, this is over with, bro. All right, now for the blue morpho. Everybody it's over with, man. Bro was waiting. He strategically waited for that moment. Those numbers are forbidden here. Oh, nah, whoa. Hold on, hang on. This is a relatively safe space. Banned. Gotta get them gone. Sent. Yo, it's so crazy. I feel bad because, like, I didn't know what that meant. At one point, when that trend first exploded, bro, dudes just started spamming it. I didn't know what that meant, bro. I just started like banning people left and right. I'm like, I don't know what the heck is going on. Somebody sat me down and explained to me what that meant. I'm like, dang. Now I feel bad, bro. Like, that was tough. You said 86th. KD went all the way up, man. Strategically. Just sent a lot of people to the shadow realm. I don't ever be banning people either. That's what made it so much funnier. Man, I'm like, it's crazy. Used to be 21. Yeah. Yeah, it's over with, Unc. You gotta let it go. Sometimes you gotta let go to grow, Unc. 21. That's such an ancient time relic. What are we doing? It's a good question. What? Outstanding work. My teacher's been saying 6, 7. Yeah, it's over with for you, bro. It's over. It's over. Oh, nah. Nah, don't be saying, oh, nah. It's already over. You just signed the contract. You one of them Unc people now. Unc, auntie. Whatever category you fall into, it's over. 6, 7. I scrolled on here and heard 6, 7. Yeah, you're about to get sent to. Mustache. Nah. Y'all don't start with that. Don't start with that, please, man. Please don't start, man. That word is crazy. Or the sequence of numbers is crazy. It's all jokes though, man. All jokes aside. We chilling. All jokes aside. I'm not gonna ban anybody else for that number. You can trust me. What am I drawing, bro? You gotta just trust me, bro. You gotta just trust the process, man. If you pay enough attention, I might start taping bananas to canvases too, bro. We gonna make this work. I'm gonna literally start taping bananas to canvases. But we gotta start grinding, man. Maximizing the grind. Spider-Man. Yeah, this is Spider-Man, bro. You seeing the vision clearly. But this one came about because I was just looking through some of my more recent things that I posted. And I normally, whenever I be drawing butterflies and stuff like that, I'll always use the monarch as the reference. But I found this other butterfly too that was really cool to see. It was called a blue morpho. I don't know where they live at or what part of the world they're even from. They look all majestic though. It's crazy. They kind of look otherworldly or like mystical or something. I mean, right at that point, I was kind of like, yeah, it has to get drawn, A kidney. Yeah, this is a kidney, bro. This is anatomy right here. What was the name? That's my failing kidney. Why is your kidney failing? That's tough. That's tough, G. You said of the butterfly. It was called a blue morpho, I believe. I mean, this is gonna come together one way or another. I'm like committed to the process at this point, man. I'm already dedicated. He said, thank you. Yeah, no problem, man. This is very neat. Thank you. This has got to come together. Wings. Yep. I'm at the point now where I'm kind of like, I know that this is going to come together one way or another. It's just a matter of bringing it together. You said big crystals are so satisfying to create value gradation with. Having a fever and being called an uncle on the same day as the worst bingo card pull ever. Yeah, you're cooked. Literally. You are literally cooking. Getting caught an unk from across the world. That's like the unk that's heard across nations or something. What am I drawing right now? You got to guess. You have to guess. Nobody, do not reveal it either. You got to guess. You got 3 guesses, and after that, it's over. You can't guess anymore. You have to guess. Don't cheat either. Don't scroll up. I don't know if that's an option. Is it a butterfly? I don't know, man. Y'all cheated. You can't phone a friend, bro. Y'all over here. Is it a baby leg? Is it a butterfly? It's just noticeable. Nah, I think it's a rabbit. I think it is too, man. I think it's a rabbit too. This is the most rabbit. This is as rabbit as rabbits get. Face. Never. The face reveal is dropping when GTA 6 drops. The way Rockstar's looking right now, it ain't looking too good. You said butterfly cake, you no lie. You said, oh, heck nah. What do you mean? I just reminded that man of his GTA 6 trauma, man. I guess we're never going to see your face then. Nah, you will. It's just going to be when GTA 6 surfaces. When we get the GTA 6 drop. Hours of bad? What do you mean? Bro, we are gonna get GTA 6, man. I gotta trust the process. It is not gonna take centuries, bro. We gonna get GTA 6 before we all turn into senior citizens or something. It's gonna be before that, man. You gotta trust the process. You gotta trust the process. We gonna get GTA 6 before you can even believe it. So I see the butterfly now. Nah. It don't even count no more, man. Y'all can't be phoning a friend cheating on the guessing part. Wolf Spider. I'm gonna do something that's more like low key on this one. For the first couple of things. And I'm gonna slowly just make it more and more chaotic. I remember whenever I did the one drawing where I only used my black pens. You said a bow, a flower. You gotta guess. You'll know what it is. Once it gets done, it'll be like a lot more clear. Hang on. Be a whole lot more clear. A light bug, a flower, some type of insect. I think it's a ladybug. Yeah, you're cooked. I think it's a carrot. Guys, it's definitely a flower. Flower daisy. Nah, why y'all beefing for, bruh? Stop off. Yo, what's up, Paul? Not y'all beefing. How are y'all beefing? I'm sitting there just drawing some garden life, man. What is there to beef about, bro? I like. See, I love how the one beside it turned out. Thank you. Yo, how are y'all beefing, bro? You sound like y'all beef, man. That's tough, man. This one is a little bit too peaceful though, man. Like the last thing I want to do is just make this too peaceful and it's too typical. I think I'm gonna draw like another one. Yo, on the second one that you yesterday, what was it? It looked like a wolf and a bear. Man, I did all kind of stuff the other day, man. You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me a little bit more. I turned a lot of the things that I did the other day into a time lapse, though. Everything is up, honestly. I did a couple of things though. You gotta give me a little bit more information on that though, just so I can kind of better understand what you're asking me. You said the emojis. You gotta tell me, man. When I get done with this one, I do kind of want to do it's some characters I want to kind of get around to doing. How do you do this so effortlessly? You can't overthink it. That's the best advice I could tell you. You don't want to overthink it. Because the moment you think too hard about this, the less sense it makes. And if you're sitting there thinking too hard, it's not gonna flow. I feel like a lot of this comes down to just flowing. Just you gotta have intention behind it, but you don't want to sit there and mess up what you got going on. Everything will kind of just let it come together. I didn't want for this one to kind of. You said it's not too hard. I mean, it's drawing, bro. The more you do it, the better it gets. I feel. Oh, you gonna mess up too. Low key, it's what comes with it. But it was that I wanted to do some wildlife stuff. I didn't want for this one to just be so too typical. Let me see. I'm about to start drawing again, but this next one, I think I want to try to do a full body. Instead of me only doing the face. That'll make it a little bit more interesting. Nah, I thought you said you should draw an orchid mantis if you haven't already. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what that one is. Is that some kind of praying mantis or something? That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking to myself, like, I know he said, oh, black and blue. Not even, man. This is red and blue, honestly, for this one. But as I was saying a little bit before, I wanted to make something that just seemed a little bit more alive. Usually I only draw the face of the animals that I do. You see they're pink and white. Oh, you talking about with the orchid mantis. I'll flip them in my own little colorway with the red and the blues. It's just kind of figuring out a way to get it to match my little aesthetic that I got going on here. That would be the most challenging part. But once that's done, it'll all come together. Can I draw an A7X bat skull? I'm gonna be honest with you, Pearl. I don't even know what that is, bro. He said an owl. It's something like that. It's something like that. Can I draw hands? Yes. Am I gonna do that right now though? No, probably not. I can indeed though. It just depends. It depends on. It kind of depends on what I'm trying to do in the moment though. Low key. You be drawing hands a lot? Is that why you asked me? A fish? Nah, it's just not a fish. That would be crazy though. He said I want to learn. It's kind of like the more you do it, the better you get. Just better references help. Bro, incredible. Thank you, Sheikah. Bro, incredible. Thank you, Kid Dracula, too. Thank you. It's kind of like it's trial and error. The more you do it, the better you get. An owl. A barn owl. I'm just trying to draw out little buddy's torso. And I'm gonna see his I'm gonna draw out his wings and stuff too. They're very fluffed. Like what I realized is that they're not even that big as birds, man. I see the owl already. A7X is a band that Bat Skull is a symbol. Yeah, if that's not like even in kind of like matching what I'm already doing, though. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you, Fenrix. Thank you for the heart me too, Sheikah. You said, bet it's a fish? No, nah. This is definitely not a fish. It's definitely not a fish. That would be crazy, though. I be thinking that it's crazy because everybody be outside. It's just, you don't really be seeing a lot of these animals that be outside amongst us on a regular basis. They just be hiding in the trees. I'm guessing it's a bird, an owl, right? It is an owl in flight. You got to tell me. Let me get done with his wings. Let me get done with his wings. It'll make more sense. Guys, it's Marlon Chill, baby owl. Stuff really just be outside living, though. Even with the bears and stuff, too. Cute. Hedwig. Thank you. The main part of this, even though it's still technically scribbles, you just want to get that fluff in his feathers. More than that's to me more important than the detail itself. Is just getting the shaping. Even if it's done through a way that's not typical. So the octopus, huh? The silent flyer, indubitably. They don't make any noise. They got dead silence equipped at all times. They maximize their stealth bars. They're assassins. They're built for what they do. They was crafted. The silent flyer, indeed. That's tough, man. Usually, I draw such close-ups of their faces that whenever it finally does come time for me to draw in their bodies, it almost feels wrong. I'm only kind of used to drawing in their faces. Not only drawing in their full body, but drawing it into where it fits onto the page like this. Yo, thank you too, fellow Jason. That's a Jason from a different universe. What's up, Jana? Fellow Jason from the whole world. You said like freestyle? What do you mean? This is crazy, Al. It materialized in front of my eyes. I'm telling you, it was always there. You got to just see the vision. That's crazy. That's a crazy way to put it. It materialized. You freestyle drawing. Nah, I'm drawing in. Like, I'm looking at picture references right now. You said, hey, how young am I? I am 21. Okay, that's cool. Hey, thank you, Skate. Got to draw on little buddy's wings. And get like the full scope of them. I still don't want it to look too uniform. It needs to be just sharp enough. She said, so what does the right hand do everything, bruh? Hey, thank you too, Jay. I'm gonna make his wings just a little bit more full and a little bit longer. But I wanted for this one to seem a little bit more decorated too. Maybe I might just draw some more stuff over here on this side. I think I'm gonna draw another one of these over here on this side. So that's that gnarly talent. Thanks, G. I appreciate that too, Pearl. See, I'm trusting the process on this one. I'm hoping that it'll come together on its own. Trust the process and just seeing where it goes. Hoping for the best. Let's see a video game with this art style. I think it would be cool to see too. Maybe sooner than later. Hey, thank you for the donut too, Skate. That's great talent. I've never seen somebody do this. Thank you, Zimbabwe. You ever start tatting, let me know what's up covered up. I mean, what you trying to get covered up? Now, we need the backstory, man. That's crazy. So I need something covered up ASAP. What are you trying to hide, man? Or reform? Somebody spelled out job in front of me. Should I tell them about this page? What? What does that gotta... What does them spelling out job in front of you gotta do with me? What does that gotta do with me? What? What? Somebody spelled out job in front of me. Should I tell them about this page? How am I supposed to interpret that message? What does that mean? Somebody told me to get a job. Should I tell them about this page? That's tough. You put in work, grinding day in and day out. It's pretty. Thank you, Zimbabwe. On an unrelated note, I remember this is something that's so obscure, but it really stuck with me for some reason. I had this dream that I got this horrible tattoo on my hand. And when I woke up, dude, I was so relieved, bro. Like whenever you have those trash dreams that you wake up from like a life-altering event, bro, that's like a different level of relief that I can't even explain. Can I see all your drawings on the page? Hey, let me get done with these and I got you. That was a different kind of relief, bro. It's kind of like whenever you playing the game and you get caught up in like a bad situation, so you just reload the save before anything bad happens. That's the closest thing I feel like I could compare it to. Wasn't the dream broski you did, in fact, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Dude. Yo, that's Paul, that's like some like next level. That takes it to the next extreme, but bro, that's crazy. Me with GTA for real. Nah. You do something like you do one of the most atrocious things ever and you wake up, man, like that's tough. But it'd be crazy because like I've gotten to the point like you can recognize some situations, you can halfway recognize whenever it's like, all right, I know that this isn't legit. There's no way. I know. It's gotta be some kind of this is something from GTA. Wait till the end, he's drawing the exact same images with his feet. That would be crazy. I'm not a feet drawer though, bro. What's up, user? Some shenanigans afoot. Facts. Some shenanigans indeed. That's crazy, bro. That whole situation. I can only imagine with a dream like that. That's some super relief. Waking up from that, bro. Waking up from that, G. You're cooked. All the way cooked. You're right-handed. I never denied not being right-handed. User, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you're spamming emojis because you're legit or you like one of those little like prawn bots, bro. You gotta drop me a word so I know you're not one of the prawn bots, bro. I think you're real, but I don't know, you know. I'm thinking you're legit, but if not, just drop like a single word so I know you're not a prawn bot, bro. They're coming, bro. Facts. That's one of them dream stealth. Said they're coming, bro. You can't be saying it after 5, man. You know what? I'm not even. I'm about to memory. Factory reset. Reload the safe. Hang on. Now for some more. Yo, what are some flowers, yo? Everybody. What are just some different flowers? I need y'all's assistance. I need some things that'll make this one come to more life or come more to life. A rose. Lily of the valley. I don't mean a rose is cool, but I don't want to. Rose is too vanilla. A rose is too straightforward. A corpse flower. A marigold. Let me see, man. Hang on. A lily among the flowers. I don't know if I'm gonna draw like a lily. A jade flower. I'm gonna do a frog first, and I'm gonna take some of the flowers that y'all gave me. I be feeling like I've drawn like a lot of frogs and stuff in that lane. That was my go-to, man. Just on the topic of reloading the save before things go wrong. I think that was one of the funnest parts about Skyrim. Like, you could really exercise every single outcome and decide which... You could, like, really sit there and strategize what the best play was. You could try out every single outcome before making your final decision. This one, I don't even know what that one is. Yo, what's up, Kane? Spider lily or orchids? I think I'm gonna do it more down here. You can sit there and try out every single, kind of like how Doctor Strange did in the Avengers movies, where you look at all the possible 9,000 realities, all of them, each and every last one of them. So the corpse flower. I don't even know what that one is, Paul. I'm gonna be honest. I gotta look it up. But a suggestion is a suggestion indeed. They're all real. A dandelion. This one got to come together one way or another. Oh, try drawing the ghost flower. I don't even know what that one is either. The ghost flower, the corpse flower. It sounds like a kind of pepper. I've never really been much of like a pepper eating kind of person, but I know that there's some peppers that they'll like make you sick. The barrage. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Holly. Are those like some like rare ones or some rare flowers? Then maybe whenever I get done with this page, I might move on to some Dragon Ball stuff too. This one is so crazy. Because like I said, I'm kind of experimenting more with the way that my lines come together. I've been trying to be more mindful and thoughtful of all that stuff. They're all medicine. Pretty much herbs that make a pretty flower. They're medicinal. It took me a second there. Goodness. That's tough. Over here like having a lag spike in real life, man. IRL lag spike. But but it's gonna work. I'm gonna bring this together. One way or another, it must be done. What's y'all's like go-to animal? Even if it's not even gotta necessarily be something that you draw, just what is your animal that you feel like is you? If you even got one, where you like, all right, that little animal, that's my guy. I've never been around one, I've never had one close, but that, for some reason, there's that connection. It could be something like a dog, a cat. You said a dog. I knew somebody was gonna say a dog. J2Y. I knew somebody was gonna say the dog. A dog that's a solid animal. A dog will be by your side regardless. You could like literally drop right now and your dog is gonna wait for you to wake back up. A pinball lion, a turtle. A cat, man, you could drop and a cat is gonna be a cat, you're cooked. You might not even be all the way gone. You're gonna just wake up without your arm or something. I mess with cats. I mean, cats are very straightforward and to the point. You say, yeah, a German Shepherd or an eagle. It's fair enough. Loyalty. That makes sense. I heard that. I've never really had a German Shepherd myself, but I know that they're really loyal and smart. Cat gonna look at you like you crazy sometimes. I mean, a dog will too. A dog will too. Don't get it twisted. A dog will look at you like you're insane. A dog will look at you like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? You're just cooked. I think that it depends on the circumstance, honestly. Regardless, I think that it just depends on the little animal at question. Who you got in your quarter at the moment. Well, that's going to determine whether you're cooked or not. Your little buddy. One of the craziest things I think my dog probably did, like back in the day, like he sometimes whenever it would get really cold, we would have to take him to get haircuts and stuff, and he would have these little sweaters that he would wear, and somehow, I guess like my sister left her door open or something like that, and he went in there. I guess he was in there like scavenging for food or something, or trying to get into something he had no business getting into. But some type of way, this man dropped his whole sweater in the room. He ended up getting out before any of us knew he was in there. But he like left just this major piece of evidence that he was in the room because he like dropped his whole sweater. Oh yeah, I've seen it plenty of times, especially when I say so. Cat man, yeah, he gonna get you like you're insane. You live in man. Listen. He owns you, not the other way around. You his human, not you his little butler. Not the other way around. Do not get it twisted, man. You will realize you're going to learn the hard way. He going to train you. Little buddy's going to train you. He got you trained. Cats, they're going to let you know. One way or another. That's why I mess with them, though. Yo, remember you. When was the last time you were in here? Gave the craziest looking. Oh, man. Gave the craziest looking. Died later. Dang. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. When was the last time you were in here, Samara? In your Spider-Man drawings. Bro. Do you know how long that was ago, bro? Y'all be pulling up and saying, yo, you remember me? You ain't even been here in like ages, G. I don't be remembering everybody. It's not nothing personal, though. I promise. Now that the frog is done, I'm gonna move on to something else. I wanna do some more. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit and look at some of these flowers that y'all ended up naming. You said give it some motion. Let me see here. Let me see. This one is called a marigold. It looks pretty standard. Like, it looks how you would imagine a flower would look. Which might not make sense. I hope it does, though. I know it's probably like, what the freak is, what's going on here, man? Are you using art theory? Really? That was a serious question, bro. I'm not really formally trained. You gotta enlighten me, man. You gotta tell me how deep the iceberg goes. Try the bleeding heart flower, bro. That one's fire. Bleeding heart. Hold on, Paul. Let me get done with this. You said it's literally called a bleeding. Bleeding. Is that like a real thing? I just don't want to search something up crazy and then like something crazy comes up. Oh, like literally. That reminds me of the little dragon flowers from the Coraline movie. I don't even know if that's what they were actually called. Now don't worry, wouldn't do you dirty. Nah, bro. Some of y'all, hey, I could trust. Like I feel like I could trust some of y'all. Like you're one of the people that kind of be in here more frequently. So I'm like, okay, we have like some type of something grounded. You know what I mean? But sometimes people be pulling up. I don't really know who they are. I've never seen them before. And they pull up and they might have me search up something crazy. Now my computer's about to blow up. Like, man, what's going on here, man? Man, I'm not gonna lie, G. This is going. This is going. I could trust some of y'all, but others, I don't know, man. It's a little bit sketch, bro. It's a little bit sketch. I have to just be more mindful now. It's a little bit sketch. I done heard all the Mr. Ballin stories, man. I done heard the Mr. Ballin stories. That was like my thing for a couple years. I would just listen to those little stories, those scary stories. There was another guy I would watch sometimes too. They would just tell all the scary stories, the stuff on Reddit. I love those. Nah, facts. They're great. They're truly, truly remarkable. Greatness. Absolutely great experience. I don't know why, but the Burger King foot lettuce dude just popped into my mind. Burger King foot lettuce. That was crazy because that was a thing for a little while too. Mr. Ballin W. Nah, facts. I'm telling, man, I done seen a lot of the Mr. Ballin stories. You hear all the stories about the mountain ranges and stuff. The missing 411. That would be an interesting thing to cover. IRL ghost hunting. Would y'all ever do it? Would y'all go IRL ghost hunting for real? Looking for the ghost. Burger King foot lettuce. Said, heck yeah. You gonna pull up to the little asylums? Can you guys give me a sign? Said too black for that. You saying you're not looking for the signs from the ghost. You're not looking for the signs from the ghost. That's okay, man. You know, sometimes you gotta just let the people make documentaries on the stuff like that. I respect that, man. I respect that. I do. I think there's nothing wrong with admiring from afar. Sometimes there's a part of me that's like, you know what? Yeah, man, let's go. Let's pull up. There's another part of me that's like, he said, nah. I can respect that though. I think that it depends on the day you catch me, you know? Like, I don't know. I would have to kind of just slip into a situation like that, you know? I live in a town where a haunting in Connecticut happened for real. Yeah, so you got that, listen, you got that stat buff, you got the stat buff by proximity, basically, is what you're telling me. You got a cool voice. Thank you, Easy. I'll watch from a distance this time now. We're going to call you up personally first. We're going to be like, all right, J2Y, we are calling you right now. We need you on the scene right now. The ghost saying your name for some reason. We don't know why. You're the guy. We're calling you up personally. You'd be like, I'm not answering. We gonna send a little owl with a note tied to his foot to come find you. Look, that's what this is for right here. I drew this. This is for you, bro. We gonna send him to come find you. You gonna just receive the note on your little window. You gonna just know. Would I live in a haunted house? It just depends. If me and the ghost, I had this strategy. I had this strategy that I planned out. I would just gaslight the ghost into just not existing. If I come into the house and the chairs are floating, you just put them back on the ground. You just deny until it just. I mean, what is it really gonna do? You can just rationalize it. You can just if they, how I was watching Dario of a Wimpy Kid, man. You know how they was doing the dad. You just deny. You're gonna see the ghost standing in the corner. You turn the light on. You see the ghost in the room. Just turn the light off and just carry on with your business, bro. You just gaslight the ghost into not existing. What is he gonna do? He can't. I mean, what is it like? Just think. He's gonna open and close doors. He's gonna slam the refrigerator. Okay, you just close it back. He turns the lights on. You just turn them off. You go into the house, and your dog, for some reason, is just floating in the sky. You just grab little buddy and just carry on with business. You just proceed like normal. You might get roughed up a little bit, but you're going to get roughed up a little bit in a non-haunted house. You got to just pick your battles, bro. And yeah, facts. Oh, that's probably the wind. Listen, you got it down more than I do. Kind of like the Skyrim guards. It must have been the wind. You just deny. The ghost cannot. The house. You know how they be? The house must have been settling. You see a ghost literally scream your name. Oh man, I just haven't slept much recently. It's an old house. The wood boards are settling. What's he gonna do? I'm just playing too far away. I don't want no smoke with no ghost. I'd be trying to rationalize it. Man, it's the faulty wiring in the house, the circuits and the boards or something. Back in the day, they weren't the wisest when laying down the electric panels. I'd be trying to rationalize it. I'd be trying to, chairs sometimes they just lift off the ground and slam down because the house is just built structurally angled on the side of a hill. Because basically, I'll be coming up with, the more I gaslight myself, the more they are. I would just gaslight myself, and I would gaslight the ghost into not existing for one. I would just gaslight myself into thinking it was just normal. I should be like, man, that's crazy. Somebody dropped the tab on my drink. Now I must be tripping. Man, I've been working about 168 days, 168 hours. I must just be tripping from not getting enough rest. Oh man, it must just be the allergies. It must just be the change in seasons. That's why I'm over here seeing freaking what's dude's name? Momo. You remember the little statue Momo? Water's supposed to fizzle. That's it. I'd immediately start looking for that little magic lamp in the corner or something. Yeah, I'm just a little bit sleep deprived. That's why I'm seeing shadow people or something. Realistically, though, I'd probably be cooked. As much as I'm joking about it now. I don't want no smoke with no ghost, man. I'm just playing. Let me, not even jinx it because I wouldn't even know what to do, honestly. Momo legit haunted me. Yeah, Momo ain't hot, man. It just doesn't exist. It must have been the wind. It must have been the house settling. It must have been, there must have been the next door neighbors. It must have been the kids next door. They just be playing outside sometimes. My cousin used to be terrified of Momo and the Shadow Man. Shoot, I'll be too. What the heck? Momo and the Shadow Man. That ain't normal. Momo and the Shadow Man. That is not normal, G. I think respectfully, I would. You gotta just know that thing was unsettling. Yeah. Or even take the dude from The Grudge. I was really thinking about this. If you had to really, if y'all say, all right, say Mr. Beast, right? He hooked you up and was like, all right, man, we got this house. It got the Annabelle doll for real. It's haunted, right? You got to survive for 24 hours. We'll pay you. Are you taking it? Yes. You're taking that? Honey buzzing, you're gonna live with Annabelle for 24 hours. You said nah, nah. Said my bank account was the worst. Wait, so basically what you're telling me, yes, you living with Annabelle for 24 hours if Mr. Beast volunteered to pay you, bro. Not even Mr. Beast. Let's take Mr. Beast out of the equation because I can't be signing somebody else up for somebody else's challenge, right? So look, you got the Powerball, right? The wherever you're from, the lottery. You gotta like you about to win. You could win like $1 billion or something. You gotta live with Annabelle. There's no prep time. You're not about to Batman your way out of the situation. We're not doing no nonsense hypothetical. Well, I would just douse the house and nah, bro. We're not doing none of that. You don't have no super priest on speed dial to come put you on. Nah, we're not doing none of that, bro. Sign me up. Sounds like they got snacks. Yeah, you're cooked, Andrew. As long as I got some loud music and food, what is loud music and food gonna do? No, thank you. I don't know, man. I think that under the right circumstance, if you didn't give me time to think about it, I would dabble on the idea. Like just think about the proposition before you immediately reject the deal. Just think about the story. Like, yeah, man, I don't know how I ended up in that situation, but I was in the house living with Annabelle for 24 hours. I feel like we can come to some type of agreement. I might just have to, like, somebody might have to just take one for the team. One of y'all, we gonna have one of y'all take one for the team, bro. One of y'all is gonna do what must be done. But I know y'all cool with it though, so that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. He said, not it, nah. I say you volunteer as tribute, like a girl from the Hunger Games movies, man. Honey buzzing, sounded to me. I feel like that's some reverse psychology stuff at play. Shadow Man, heavy though, had sleep paralysis one time. That sleep paralysis is no joke. I never really had sleep paralysis like that until like I've only had it like a few times in my life. But bro, being like awake and not being able to move, that's no joke. I don't know how to explain it. That ain't no joke. That's like as much as I feel like I can even say about that. Something like that is such a crazy experience. Cause like you know, it's kind of like whenever you become aware in your dreams or something. It's like, I know this isn't right. How long will it be till I can kind of come back to my senses? That's tough. I feel like if you gave me a doomsday prep plan like Batman, I could make some stuff happen with Annabelle in the house, bro. Maybe. Do I got it? Well, yo, let me ask y'all the conditions. Are you by yourself, or do you got like your bros or your brothers or your sisters or somebody to kind of like mitigate? What we putting this on maximum difficulty or what? Or your close friends or whomever that may be? How are we doing this? Are you just completely just by yourself? You're in this old home. I don't know if I said it too, by the way, user, but I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Just Queso got to be with me if I'm next to Annabelle. What is Queso gonna do? You can't be sacrificing Queso. Yes, nah, this is about to go, G. You can't do that. You can't be, what? Definitely not friends. They're gonna join the ghost side trying to scare me. Bro, this isn't a collaborative effort. You can't, what? You about to be getting tag teamed by the ghost. That's tough. Man. That kind of, for some reason, that reminds me of like Light Yagami in the Death Note. That's like Light sitting there. What art style is this? He'll scream with me. Man, this is a form of scribble art, man. This is just kind of like it kind of branches off of it a little bit. It's in its own little way, its own little lane. Oh, this is cool. Thank you, Unstable. Turn it into a Pokemon battle. I summon the Holy Ghost. I choose you. But look, that's bro. You got like, there's no prep time. You got no prep time. Like, I mean, like imagine right now you just get a phone call from some sketchy number, and you like, look, we got this bag for you right now. We got this bag. No questions asked. Are you or aren't you taking it? There's no prep time. There's no Batman shenanigans. There's no Batmobile. There's no, oh, well, I've been, none of that, man. There's nothing. You just, somebody just pull up. You get Ubered down to some sketchy house. You're about to get paid. You say, oh, heck no. Got that. I'm cool. I mean, you're not seeing the bigger picture, bro. You're not seeing the bigger picture. So I take that you're not pulling up to the sketchy house. Don't hang up. You said don't hang up? What do you mean? Don't hang up? I probably wouldn't even be able to I wouldn't even be able to get the opportunity though, because I'm at like a point now where I don't even be answering. Like anytime I get like a sketchy call, it'd be crazy because it could really be life or death or something too. I probably wouldn't even answer. If I don't recognize it, bro, I just assume somebody's trying to scam me. Forget the picture, the movie. Wait. What is the movie called? Or is that literally it? You watch this Ring most of the time. Oh, you watch it. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. People have like changed the meaning of TS because TS didn't always mean. These people have like warped the meaning of TS into this. TS never meant this. So I misread what you wrote there for a second, but I know what you're saying. You said don't hang up. It's the movie's name. Yo, that's so tragic, bro. That's devastating. That's very interesting. Maybe I kind of little scary movies. I haven't really been tapped into a lot of movies as of recently, though. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I just be drawing for real. Yo, and it's a couple of y'all that always be pulling up and probably be thinking I only draw owls, man. It's just I've made it like a bit of a tradition to draw owls on her. It's a very good scary movie. Okay, Okay. Y'all ever watched You're Next? Nah. What is that? Hey, thank you for the heart puffs too. I'm gonna be honest. I can't read your name, but I see you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I wanna do like a sunflower or something over here. Thank you for the heart puffs though. I'm not even I don't know how to say that, G. That's all the way cooked. It's over with, man. Maybe on the next one I'll do like some characters. I'm gonna tell y'all something else that's really random that I was thinking about drawing too. It was Frieza. For some reason I was thinking about drawing Frieza. That's really, really random. Normally I'll do like Dragon Ball people from, maybe I'll do like Goku or Vegeta or something like that. But I be kind of trying to give them breaks. I don't like to just spam just one kind of character or one kind of anime. I try to put a little bit of space in between it. That way it doesn't get too stale or too repetitive. Kind of like I'll have my burst of nature drawings. It'll be people that swear up and down I only draw animals and stuff, but I really be doing all kind of stuff. You're very talented. Hey, thank you too, coach. I appreciate that, G. I can't be doing too much of the same stuff because then it's too much. It can't be too repetitive. Your Frieza would go hard. Thank you, Secret. But when and if I do him tonight, if I draw him tonight, I will probably draw one of his earlier forms. I don't think I want to draw him in like his golden. There's like a point in Dragon Ball whenever he's still kind of like in his little form, when he's still riding around in that little thing that he would fly around in. It's definitely much appreciated too, coach. Thank you. Frieza's goated. Your artwork is beautiful. Thank you, Carla. Bro, can you show your face when GTA 6 drops? Yes. That was that. Freaking. I know we always come back to this discussion on why like I'll be respecting the humans in Dragon Ball. Because I just asked y'all like a hypothetical if y'all would ever sign up to like be in the proximity of Annabelle for 24 hours. Yo, if y'all was like living in the same universe as the Dragon Ball people and they called you up personally and was like, look, G, we got this dude pulling up to Earth in about a year. We need you on the front lines to go fight him. You. Yeah, his first form. Are you saying you would fight his first form voluntarily, or are you saying you would you agree with me trying to draw it out too? Oh nah, nah. Because you just said oh nah, yeah, oh yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over. I guess we don't even need to expand into that. It's already over with. Last question. Nah, this one I say Krillin to see where I stack up. Thank you for the fast pop too, Martin. Oh nah, man, it's over with, bro. You gotta fight Frieza for like $10. It's over. It's all the way over. I want to look at the face of this man. It's gone. I'm gonna do a face reveal sooner than later, man. I got some long form stuff coming. All the way for sure. Everything's over for me. Nah. Don't take it that way. We not doom and gloom and we're not doom and gloom maxing over here. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I have been saying that a lot though. It's over. You're cooked with the unk status, unk auntie status. What it was something that we was talking about earlier. Hang on. I ain't gonna get too lost. I ain't gonna get too lost in the sauce now. Nah, cause I was just playing. You said I was cooked. You saying it again. Nah, no self-deprecation, Max. Nah, we not doom and gloom maxing. I kind of had to like pull back a little bit because like there must be like a market for doom and gloom maxing right now, bro. Cause if you're not careful, you'll go down you'll get like warped into like a doom and gloom. It's like a cyclone, bro, or if that's even the right word. You just get pulled into it, and it's like a never-ending tsunami of doom and gloom, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm not even graduated. My sister over here calling me Unk. Yeah, it's over for you, bro. It's already over. It's already over, G. Yo, I love life. I mean, you got to. Hang on, my blue just ran out of ink. As y'all said, that's tough. I'm trying not to be a doom and gloom. If you want easy, real growth, we're not doom and gloom. Dang, this pen is so dry. I don't know if you can hear it. The difference in it. I'm gonna try to use it. This is gonna have to work. Doom and gloom maxing. That's like a easy way to kill the vibes. I be like, it's easy to kind of go down the rabbit holes though. But it's so much. Hey, thank you for the rose too, Levi. YouTube is not even just YouTube, but just the internet. I feel is an interesting place. At this point, it's all kind of stuff. Bro, this is gonna drive me crazy. Hang on. Let me see if that makes it just a little bit better. Sometimes whenever I start using my pens, they're a lot more dry. This needs a little bit of work before they really start feeling how my other ones do. It just takes a good second. It's got it crazy. I'm drawing in some sunflowers right now for the people that are pulling up and wondering what the heck is happening. I know it's a selective y'all just like, what the freak is going on, man? Gotta get this just right. This one's gonna be a sunflower too. Just for those of y'all that be asking me questions, and I always be coming back to these because I was like going through some of my older videos, and these little designs that stood out to me, I found that it had been a while since I'd done something like this. I wanted to just come back to the idea. I mean, aside from just my one that I did recently with the all black pens. Yeah, thank you for the scoring too, Emily. Yeah, it's definitely like a quality difference too between the two pens. I know that it's probably like, it might not make sense. I'm still using the same pen brand, but sometimes with my pens, I kind of have to wear them down a little bit before they get to that just flow, where I can just pick them up and easily use them, kind of how I was doing my other ones. It's been a while since I've kind of got some of my ones to not be so dry. I'd be saying that it looks like painting, but with these, I kind of have to wear them down before they get to that point, to where they're nice and comfortable. But it gets better the more I use them. Gets way better with time. You said dry like the texting. There you go doom maxing again. We're not doing that here. We're not doom and gloom maxing. No, we not unk statusing. Doom and gloom. All right, bro. Nah. We not doing that, man. We not doing it. I'm trying to be a relatively safe space, relatively speaking. I'm trying to foster a relatively safe space. Everything within moderation, though. Don't nobody getting the wrong idea. This has got to fit. Everything's got to come together. What about dry like the summer days in Texas? It's fair enough. You know, it's so interesting because I don't think I've ever been to Texas. What's it like? Is that like a go-to place for all my people that are in Texas right now? To those of y'all that's where y'all at. Let us know. Let us know. Let me see. Then down here, I want to. Where am I? I'm in Kentucky. I am in Kentucky. So that's cool. Indubitably. I think I'm gonna draw another one of these sunflowers kind of facing this way. Hang on. I'm getting on a plane for the first time ever in January. Bro, I'm telling you, it's a life-changing experience. Just take it all in, man. Why'd you throw the little rose emoji? Or that's like a canon event, man. Getting on the plane. That's a whole canon event. He said I'm scared. Nah, there's no reason to be scared. Look, I'm gonna tell you, you statistically have a higher chance of getting into a car wreck before you gonna ever have any issues with a plane, bruh. You have a higher chance of having issues with a car. Like, it's really, like, it's not impossible. Chew gum and you'll be good too. Whatever you do, don't think about Final Destination. You try to scare that man. You are trying to terrify that man beyond. You trying to scare that man. That is the worst way. That is the worst way to deter somebody. Oh, I'm gonna show this one off too. Here, by the way, look. You trying to make that man steer clear of all planes. Whatever you do, don't think of Final Destination is crazy. Scare the whole generation. But I think that it's valid, though. It's not just completely unreasonable. Final Destination, it'll just change your whole outlook on life. I'm gonna zoom back in a little bit too. Now, as I was saying earlier, I want to find a good picture of Frieza in his first form. But I don't think that I only want to keep this page limited to some Dragon Ball stuff, how I normally would. I think that I kind of want to start mixing up my ideas here. I don't really have to stay restricted to one idea. The more that I do these drawings, the more I'm going to kind of just start doing stuff. Just because, why not, you know? Why not? Frieza first form. Frieza first form. I was just playing with you for real. Nah, you're not playing. I've watched all of them too. I know that you're saying Goku Black. I'm not really that interested in drawing Goku Black right now, though. Hey, I'll tell you what. He's somebody that's always coming up. I might come back to him at another time. I'm not really feeling him right now. I just for sure know I want to do Frieza. But I don't just want to do Frieza. I want to do Frieza in his first form. I've drawn his gold form before. But I always be coming back to Frieza because, listen, right or wrong, Frieza be standing on business. I respect that. Frieza's gonna let you know exactly what he's thinking. Right or wrong. All right. Frieza it is. You know any other characters from the Unreal's content? No, is that new or is that a little bit older? Hold on, hang on. This picture. This isn't a good reference. Frieza was on a mission. I want to get a good, solid reference. Unreal Gaming, sometime you'll see a lot of ideas. Let me see. Hang on. I'm still looking for just good, standard. I just want to find like just good pictures of them. Have you ever drawn portraits of celebrities or something like that? I have in the past, but I'm not really, kind of like with the Goku Black stuff. I'm just, it'll be something I come back to, you know? As of recently, I just haven't been that interested in it. I always get asked about celebrities and stuff. I've done them before. They haven't been my best work. But it's kind of like one of those unavoidable roads I'm going to have to slip down and just learn and just really hone my skills in. I'm kind of just saving it for more when I'm just more interested in it. But it don't mean I'm never gonna come back to it. It just means as of right now, I just haven't been that interested. I try to keep these to where it's like something I mean, you know what I mean? Understandable. Yeah. I've had like a couple of celebrity drawings I've done in the past whenever I was first starting out and just first started posting, but I just moved away from it. I just found something that was a little bit more kind of in my own little lane. You said Dragon Ball eyes, bro. That's exactly what it is, though. What? That's how they look. That is exactly how they look. How you go? What? What does that even mean? What? Get a load of this guy, pal. Get a load of this guy. Buddy hating, and I ain't even formed a man's face yet, man. You love to see it. Hey, thank you for the corn too, Paul. The meaning of like corn and PDF, bro. You can't even just drop those words anymore, man. The meaning then just got warped. It's cooked. All the way cooked. Said for real though, nah. I didn't mean to sound hating. It looked like DBZ. I didn't take it personally, man. I didn't take it personally, Smiz. It's all good, G. Same with you, bro. Yeah. You can't even. No, you can't. You can't even say cheese pizza no more, bro. That's tough. That is tough. Like, I genuinely, you know what I love about the phrase that's tough is one of the most ambiguous phrases ever. Somebody delivers you great news, that's tough. Somebody tells you bad news, that's tough. Somebody tells you something you genuinely can't even handle, that's tough. Bro, you can't go wrong with that's tough. That's one of the most ambiguous responses you could ever. What's up, Sasuke? Wait, what? Cheese pizza mean? Am I No, bro. You're just no, bro. It's like, yo, like think about like the Chris Hansen dudes, man. The dudes that be catching people, like that be, you know what I mean? You know who Chris Hansen is? Everybody knows who Chris Hansen is, man. Yeah. It's not even a joke, unfortunately. It's a very serious thing. It's a very serious thing. I said I wanted to order something the other day, and my friend said he called the police. Yeah. Yeah. He said, yeah, bro. What is the theme today? Man, the theme has been all over the place, bro. We here though. We here. I was drawing nature and stuff, but I wanted to draw Frieza from Dragon Ball. So that's how we ended up getting here. Yeah, he said I'm calling the police. That is tough. That's tough has become the word like. That's like on the same level as like now. I gotta stop saying that now. I'll be spamming it. I done spam. That's like my go-to response. Whether it be good news, bad news, medium news, mediocre news. Mediocre is another crazy word too. I'm gonna be honest. Mediocre, bro. All I could do was look at them too. It's done irreversible damage. Mediocre is a crazy word though. All you could do was look at Buddy. Yeah, you can't be eating cheese pizza no more though, bro. That isn't gonna. I was actually appalled. It's degrees of being cooked, unfortunately. Don't ever think I ever use that word in my vocabulary. I'm telling you, instead of saying trash, just say mediocre. Mediocre is a crazy word, but mediocre hits so much harder. That's genuinely mediocre. That's tough. That said mid. But mid is played out, man. Mid done got spammed. When a word gets spammed, it loses its value. Remind me of that one T.I. song. When something gets spammed, mid is like suffering word inflation. You know how there's word inflation? When people start throwing around words too much, it just loses its value. And I know somebody's going to flip this. Don't flip what I just said in the worst way possible. Yo, thank you, Paul, for the let them cook. You don't want to spam a word till it becomes mediocre. You gotta let it have some value. You gotta let it retain its value. You don't want to wear it down to the point to where it's just trash. This is Frieza. Yes, I purposely do that sometimes when I hate a new word just to make people stop saying it. But I get it though. I understand it. Word inflation. Word inflation is insane. Hey, whoever came up with the cooked word was cooking though. Seriously. I know it's ironic me saying it after just saying word overuse. And I love that. I love that term though. I feel like mediocre holds more value and makes you sound more personal. If you call somebody mediocre, bro, that's insane. That's just insane. There's no better way to put it. You gotta understand, like when I hear that word, it's so funny because kind of how you said it sounds so personal. It sounds so curated and tailored. If you call somebody mediocre, that was meant, that came from somewhere deep in the soul. I feel like they would genuinely, I would rather say subpar. Subpar is kind of crazy too. It's crazy we have to say these things though. We have to brainstorm new words. Why are we brainstorming change out words for mid? I'm sticking with mediocre, bro. It's something that's just magical about that word, mediocre. I think I'm sticking with it, man. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm done saying trash. I'm done saying garbage. It's just mediocre. If I make a mistake, I'm just saying, dang, that's mediocre. And he felt it in his soul. They call Squidward mediocre. Subpar makes me feel fancy. Yo, you have a good night too, Liv. Take it easy. Calling Squidward. Man, that man Squidward was fighting for his life. Squidward wasn't his name like Williamson or something like that? Maybe I'm thinking of Squidward Fancy Center. No, that's the other guy's name, I think. It's been a long time since I've watched SpongeBob. If you said that to somebody, I feel like they'd be shocked just to watch their entire face. I don't even think I would necessarily just drop that bomb on somebody, man. I was just referring, if I be making mistakes, I'm done being like, this is trash. I'm just being like, this is mediocre, bro. This is mediocre. I'm not really looking at it to throw in somebody else. I'm just meaning it in general. Just when you hear that word, Squilliam Fancyson. That's what the dude's name was. Squilliam Fancyson. Hey, thank you for the correction. I don't know why I got their names mixed up. Squilliam. Dude, I'm an artist as well. I can only imagine how you develop the skills to do this. Hey, thank you. Have a day. Appreciate that, G. Appreciate that. I appreciate that indubitably. It's still funny though. No worries, bro. I got kids. We have several years of SpongeBob. I'm telling you, locked. Nah, man, but I wasn't even sitting that down playing SpongeBob. I be having days where I wouldn't even mind going back and rewatching SpongeBob, but I was having a conversation with like some of my people, and it was like, I'd be like, the idea of me sitting down and watching TV is cool. You have to you kind of gotta like go on a scavenger hunt to find the shows you want to watch. There's so many services now, you know. By the time I find the show that I want to see, it's like, dang, man, I'm not even that interested anymore. It's like a scheme. They got one season. They got season 1 on Prime. I might check it out just because you just said it. Maybe. I got so many shows I got to catch up on and shows I'm supposed to be watching, though. I be saying, yeah, I'm going to sit, like, on paper, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to really catch up, bro. But it gets away, you know? It gets away from me. It gets away. I need all the seasons, not just one. Nah, you only get a sample, bro. Nothing more, nothing less. You can only get a free sample. You only get a free sample. You got 70 unskippable ads every 2 minutes. I feel like that, then it becomes background noise while I do something. Yeah, that's fair enough. That is fair enough indeed. Could I do Goku after this one? You know, I don't know if I'm gonna draw Goku tonight. I think that I want to do like some like, you know how like their transformation in Dragon Ball is like the great ape and stuff, and how Frieza always be throwing shade. I kind of wanted to do like some kind of like ape face or something like that. I feel like it would be fitting. I didn't want to just do Dragon Ball stuff on this page. I wanted to do like a mixture. Like I might have a Dragon Ball character. Just that way it's not typical. I don't want this one to be so kind of like flowing in the same direction as my other ones. That would be dope. Thank you, Ron. I want to kind of go in a different direction with this one, though. I'm not going to fully draw out Frieza, but it's going to be just enough of them to where you understand what's going on. Yeah. Most of the time, Dawson, low-key, I would draw a Goku or somebody like that. I want to go in a different direction with today's drawing. Just says a little change up, man. That's it. Just says a little change up. That's all. All he wants to do is run fades. Maybe next time. Exactly. And man, Frieza, he just does stuff strictly out of the love of the game. That's passion. That's passion. You watched Abridged, right? I seen bits and pieces of Abridged on YouTube. All he wants to do is run fades. But that has double meaning, because it was one day I was on her drawing some Dragon Ball stuff, and one dude pulled up. He asked me to draw Goku with a fade. At first I said no, then he pulled back up months later. Asked me the same thing again. And I ended up doing it. I don't think he was expecting me to draw Goku with that fade, though. I did it, though. It's somewhere on my pages. I couldn't tell you where, but it's somewhere on one of the time lapses. Could not tell you where, though. That's the catch. If you find it, it's like looking for treasure. It's somewhere there. I salute to you, though, if you do manage to find it. I ended up drawing in Goku with a fade. I've kind of gotten to that strange point where you just start doing stuff. It's like, it's not really a reason why, but just because you can, you know. Strictly out of the love of the game. Can I draw a turtle or at least add one to the page? I don't know if I'm going to do a turtle on this one, just because I kind of wanted to draw some apes on this one. Or like some chimpanzees or something. All out of the love, out of the pure passion. Kind of like we always come back to this philosophy. We don't got to stay on it too long, but I love the philosophy of doing stuff out of the love of the game, because it always comes back to Maru Chia somehow. Like that dude jumped out of his casket and was ready to go. I don't know too many people like that, man. Jumping out of your casket and immediately getting to work. It's not too many that can say they did that, man. So, bro. Madara was goated. But this is about Frieza, though. This moment is about Frieza. We not going Madara glaze right now. We gonna keep this grounded. We can't. That's like we breaking the. We can't be talking about a whole different anime whenever we drawing in a whole separate, another character that's just as iconic in his own way. Frieza's pretty goated too. It's a different kind of goated, and it's a different kind of iconic. There's different icons. Equally valuable though. It's levels to the game. Respect. I do respect the dedication though. And it's a lot of people that's gonna be asking, what form is this? This is actually whenever you say you ended up going and finding the Goku Fate drawing, that's dedication. That is some extreme dedication. You said I had to. I respect the dedication. So you can see firsthand that I was not bending reality. I was telling the truth. It was there. It just was a little bit older, a little bit farther back. A lot of the things that I'll do on live, they're all up. They might just be somewhere in the TikTok multiverse on my page somewhere. Wherever you may find these videos at. Or this live stream. This isn't quite in video form yet. I was thinking ahead. I do think I'm gonna chop this one up though and turn it into like my little time lapses how I normally do. I never really sat down and watched DBZ thoroughly though, to be honest. I've watched a lot of DBZ, and what I did was I had my brothers kind of catch me up on the lore. I watched the stuff that matters. I finished Super and I watched so much of Z, and then the rest I kind of watched people play through games, lore breakdowns. I watched everything that you would need to watch. I had like a time whenever I was like riding with my family to Florida, and I had like a lot of time to just catch up on the DBZ. I watched like so much of it in the back of that car, bro. It was crazy. I just sat down and was just watching Dragon Ball straight. It was insane. It's truly insane. As I was saying though, with this one, you gotta really be dedicated. Unc? Nah, don't be calling me Unc, G. You're an Unc. We calling me no Unc, man. You know how much weight that word holds here? I'm better than you? Okay. You know how much weight that Unc word holds here, bro? You know what that means? I don't think you understand, man. That's like a dangerous. You said, "What's up, bro? What's up? What's up, Mocking? How am I, man? I'm living like Larry, man. Living like Larry, indeed. How are you, G? Nice drawing. Hey, thank you, man. Did a good job. Thank you, Roma. This one's gonna come together. I trust the process. I'm focused. All the way focused. All the way locked. We just chatting and yapping. I'm drawing Frieza. This is coming together. I'm all the way focused. And you said I'm good too. That's what's up, man. It's Vegeta. Oh gosh. You know what? It is indeed. Is this your first one tonight? No, actually, no. Yeah, no. I had some other things I did tonight too. I like some animal stuff that I did. I wanted to kind of have like a connection between the two. It was gonna be a blend. It's gonna be all kind of stuff that comes together on this one. But I for sure knew I wanted to do Frieza today, for sure. If I didn't get done with anything else, Frieza was for sure getting drawn. I think I'm only gonna draw like his upper half though. I might draw like a little bit coming down, but not too much. I just wanted to because I wanted for some other stuff to be on the page too. Maybe let me see what's up with my music, man. Man, it's a whole situation, man. But I kind of was just going without it for tonight. You're not used to the silence, though, are you? I'm gonna get some rest. Hey, you too, J2. Ain't nothing bad though. I wanted to change, so I just didn't. Fellow J2. I search it and I'm down with it. Love it. It's common and the bass is crazy. Nah, for sure. Are you talking about with just like the raw audio? Listen, regardless, I'm just determined to bring this one together. I was gonna say usually you got music going. Yeah, normally I do. But kind of what I was saying, I was kind of just leaning more into just the rawness aspect of everything coming together. I gotta just decide how I'm gonna go about it for the future references, man. You know. Y'all hear every last little pin mark though, every last pin. You hear every last little noise. You say instrumental trap. It would be little type beats and stuff I would play. But kind of what I'm saying, I wanted. It looks like me, Doug. Nah, this is Frieza. This is that man Frieza from DBZ. Whenever he was just kind of in his base form, he said, "Wow, thank you, man." Bro, don't have a useless left like me. I mean, you gotta just figure out what works for you, drawing wise, man. That's all. Got to get his hand just right. With this one, this can kind of make or break it. So I won't really speak on it too soon. Got to get Frieza just right. It does in fact go hard. You can't go wrong with Frieza though. Emperor Frieza. I think that he's an emperor. He's some kind of ruler. I mess with Frieza though as a character. You know, he's definitely sketchy. Definitely the last person you'll want to run into. Can you do Leonardo from Thundercats? To be honest with you, probably not today. I'm not really like taking like a whole lot of stuff right now. I'm just kind of bringing together a lot of ideas. Low key best main villain arc. I mess with Frieza just as a character though. No, he's very morally questionable. He's cool though. That's talent. Thank you, Jen. Gotta bring him fully together. Now for the other arm. I'll let it see it from you. Maybe with due time for sure. I feel like he's kind of like one of those characters you can't really go wrong with. With Frieza, I really come back to a lot of the Dragon Ball people. You can never truly go wrong with them. And it's always cool because everybody got their own little stories. Will that be from some kind of game or anything? I think whenever I was playing through like I think it was Xenoverse. And it was some game. I ended up getting like a lot of like bulk Dragon Ball games on my Xbox. And I got caught up in like this loop. It was like a death loop. I was on some mission where I had to defend Krillin and Gohan. Garbage. They were garbage. How did it take me to good at this? Man, I've been drawing on and off this way since like last year. They were garbage. They kept on dying whenever we was on the freezer ship. I don't think I ever beat the mission. I just kind of kept getting stuck at it. Can I do Thanos? Not today. Kind of like how I was telling the last person. If I don't do it today, don't mean I'll never come back to it. I'm not gonna give like a date on it. I got like a lot of stuff I want to get drawn, get completed. Can I do Frank from Donnie? Yeah, y'all giving me like a lot of requests and stuff. I'm not gonna promise anything. I got some stuff I'm working on like right now in the moment, but I'm not gonna sit up and promise like 1,000 things. Yo, what's up, TD? Happy Friday to you too. Hang on. How does one find out they can even do this? Hey, that's what's up. Yeah, it ain't even about priorities necessarily. I got like, thank you for the 2 TGIF file. And how does one find out they can do this? I picked up on it just through trial and error, man. Just trying different things and just keep at it. I know I always be saying that, but seriously, I picked up on it just through experimenting. Just trying it out and just seeing where it goes. You said like analog horror. You be drawing like scary characters and stuff? Thank you too, Kla. That's fire too. Kind of as I was saying, I didn't want to do like a full body of Frieza. I wanted to do like some stuff where he always be talking about their ape forms and stuff, and I wanted to draw like some real deal. Like what counts? Like what falls under like an ape category? Like Frieza always helping to like draw like a gorilla or something like that. The main thing that Frieza be hating on. Let me see. Walton Files, Backrooms, Boiled One. I know that Backrooms was like a huge. I know the Backrooms was crazy. You know, I kind of would have these times where I would kind of scroll through the little backroom posts. I thought they were like weird. They were unnerving, but in a very comforting way. Or you would see those pictures. You would see the few pictures where it would kind of be like those familiar places from like your memories where you don't know where it's from, but you just know it's familiar. I like the little posts like that. They will feel weirdly familiar. I like those. Yeah. Yo, thank you too, PJ. Like there was something that was weirdly comforting about that stuff. I know TikTok had like a little boom of posts like that for a while. Kind of give you something to kind of just look through. Like a gallery or something. It's cool. False insecurity is a reoccurring theme in the back rooms. Well, it's not even about, I mean like just the eeriness, not even necessarily like the monster aspect of it. I just mean like there's like something that's weirdly, it's like comfortable in a weird way. Like, you know, you're kind of just in your element. But I get what you're saying, though, too. I definitely get what you're saying. Most definitely. So, wait, with these takes. Hey, thank you too, HI. Thank you. Stuff, it be hitting different though, like those little posts. Hitting way different. They see in the vision. You see in the vision indeed. I think that maybe I'll do like a chimpanzee face when I get done with this face right here. I want y'all to guess what this one is. My favorite is me. Like that, I think level 5 is this house. It looks exactly like my friend's house. Oh, so you talking about like the literal levels too? I mean, that's cool. That's definitely cool too. I think that it's also crazy how the trend itself kind of has its own meaning for different people too. You know, like everybody it's kind of like artsy in its own way. Everybody can kind of find their own meaning in it. It's dope. Question mark, question mark, question mark. What up? What does that mean? I don't know what you mean. And he draws what he sees. It's about just bringing everything together. For me, at least. Kind of finding a way to just make everything make sense. Especially with these kinds of drawings, you know. I've never seen anything like this. Thank you, man. It's fascinating. I appreciate that too, Mars. For a second, I thought my blue was trying to run out, but I wasn't pressing down that hard with it. This one's gonna be a little bit chaotic though, because up here you got this Dragon Ball character. Then you got like some wildlife stuff going on down here. It all makes it's gonna all come together. Y'all gotta trust me. I can't make his head too long though, because I don't want for it to kind of go up too much in the freezer. You gotta see the vision. This is cool, but you really don't seem to be moving. Then both at the same time, you just focus. Yeah? You think so? It's called having an episode because he got laced with K2 and Fent. What? What a technique. Thank you, man. Thank you, Mac. Do I remember you? I do remember you, Jay. Hey, wait, I'm going to go to bed. Hey, take care, Hog Rider. But he draws what he sees. Do I have any favorite pens? Yes. I do have my favorite set of pens that I be using. I be using these like big pens and then these Papermate Right Bro pens too. I'm very particular about my pens, honestly. I'm very particular. Yo, what's up, Wisp? Toodles, take it easy, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be here every once in a while once I bake some bread. Hey, thank you, man. I'll be using Sharpie gel pens. I mean, you know, you got the free range to kind of do whatever. Do whatever you gotta do. Do whatever you gotta do, man. How many pens do I go through? More than you can believe, but nowhere near as many as you could probably think, low key. Hang on. Showing love from Slidell, Louisiana. Thank you, mister. It's mad unique. I appreciate that too, Ryan. Can I show the one above? Yeah, I got you. Just give me a second. Let me get done with this gorilla. Let me get done with little buddy. I got you. St. Louis. Man, I think it always is cool, kind of like seeing everybody's place where they'll be like, I'm from such and such, or I'm from somewhere. Said fire. Thank you, E. I think it's dope. He said LA too. Everybody's kind of in their own little places in the world. It's definitely fire. No, you said LA, not Iowa. Wait, I wrote that as an LA. Iowa is crazy. What the heck? You straight up scared. What type of genjutsu manipulation? I read that I as an L. That's crazy. You say, Jonathan, you out here finessing the system. What's up, Bluey? What? Iowa. I guess what's up to Iowa? Over thinking, oh wow, LA. I don't really know a lot about Iowa. That's still something. Crazy indeed. That's we got a lot of corn. Yeah. Thank you for the fest pops too, Marcy. A lot of corn. Corn is something. Corn be corning. You know? I guess. For real. Nah, this is some, man, this is some NPC dialogue. We got a lot of corn, and here I am. Corn be corning. This is some real deal NPC dialogue. Scribble art NPC drawing. That's what we doing. NPC side quest dialogue. Y'all gotta be down for the ride though, even the NPC moments. I'll be having NPC moments too, low-key. I'm not throwing shade at you, Jonathan. I hope you don't take it that way. I'm just kidding. I think I'm gonna leave this gorilla alone, but like I said, I ended up drawing that Frieza from Dragon Ball, and I had been inspired because, you know, he always be hating on the Saiyan transformations, and what I want to do as the finisher for this drawing, I want to draw in like a chimpanzee or something like that. That's always what Frieza be hating on. He be hating on the Saiyans and what they be trying to do, their movement, their momentum, their motion. Frieza is he's like a D1 hater. He be hating on their motion. He be hating on their motion. Hang on, I gotta find a good reference, a solid one. Thank you too, Jonathan. I want to do how I did the gorilla, and I want to get a close-up. I don't want to use no, like, mediocre references. You know, since we not saying trash no more. Mediocre is, we in a new age. Mediocre. We not saying trash no more. I don't want to find nothing that's too mediocre. We got to lock in. 2020, what year? 2026. Goku. I'm not going to draw Goku today. Kind of how I was saying a little bit earlier, man. I'm trying to change it up a little bit. Goku is too typical. Goku's great, though. I've done a lot of Gokus. I just don't want to draw Goku right now. Can't be... Don't want to get too typical now. Goku is definitely a Hall of Famer. For sure. This one is going to be a chimpanzee, though. Hang on. Goodness. I'm over here lagging. Could you draw an eagle from my son? I'm not going to lie, bro. I probably won't draw an eagle right now today. But I got all kind of time lapses up. If y'all want to see an eagle right now in the moment. I was kind of going for like a theme on this one, man. I'm kind of sticking more to the Dragon Ball stuff. I got a lot of bird drawings and wildlife and all kind of stuff just scattered throughout my pages that I've done over the time being, though. If y'all want to see like bird stuff right now, like right now, eagles are Tarwal. Wait, eagles are, what do you mean, BA? That one you did was pretty cool too. Thank you, Dawson. That's what I'm saying. You know, I did like some birds a little bit earlier. I drew in like some vultures and stuff too. Said someone's probably disappointed. He don't even gotta be. It's all kind of stuff that's I got up like right now. Y'all trying to guilt trip me, bro? Y'all trying to guilt max me, bro? Y'all trying to like emotionally warp the situation. Come on, don't be like that. Y'all trying to do that to me, man. That's not cool. Cool cat. Emotional damage. Facts. Yo, I just it's not even that deep. I just drawing all kind of birds and stuff. I got all kind of stuff that's up right now anyway. And kind of how I was telling everybody else with some of the other requests. Just if I don't do something right now, don't mean I'm never coming back to it. I just don't want to do it in the moment. What the heck? What the heck? Hey, thank you too for the sweaty. I think that says Sweaty Teddy. Thank you. I didn't get a chance because it kind of like vanished on me. I gotta get this one right though. I gotta pull this one together. This one's gonna be right. Some sus stuff in the shop. I was a little bit confused by that Sweaty Teddy. I never knew that was a thing, man. But hey, I guess you learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. I'm gonna tell you what it is, Paul. We not seeing the vision. Somebody had the vision for that, bro. Somebody had the vision. We not creatively on the same frequency. That's what's going on. SSJ Primitive. Can I ask what the gorilla and chimp tie into DBZ theme? Just curious. Because you know how like if you watch Dragon Ball, that's like one of the things he'll always be hating on the Saiyans and their transformations. So instead of me drawing in a literal great ape, I was like literally drawing in some actual great ape animals. Frieza's like the #1 Saiyan hater. So I thought that it would only be fitting to draw him in with like a bunch of literal great apes. I see a chimp. Yeah. That's like Frieza's whole thing. He literally hates the great ape transformations. I mean, for the people, if you aren't really well-versed in Dragon Ball, this isn't going to make any sense. And I understand. I see a chimp. This one is indeed a chimp. It's just some Dragon Ball stuff. That's all. Some Dragon Ball mixed in with some like National Geographic stuff. I didn't want to keep this one just so two-dimensional, you know. I like the idea that people be pulling up and never know exactly what they're gonna see. You don't know if you're gonna get some anime, some Dragon Ball, some kind of in between. Everything is up in the air. Gotta keep everything. What's the one on the left? It's Frieza. I'll show it to you. Just give me it. Let me finish this chimpanzee, man. I got you. Gotta keep everybody on their toes. Gotta keep y'all all on y'all's toes. Gotta keep everybody on their toes. Indubitably. Indeed. It's just some Dragon Ball stuff. Hey, thank you too, Zuri. As I go farther down, I'm gonna just kind of get a little bit more loose with the line designs because I like for it to kind of seem like as it's going out of focus, it just lessens and lessens until the page kind of just goes back to its original state. Gotta just bring everything back. He said how? Bruh, it's magic, bruh. It's magic. It's magic, magic, magic. You're really good. Thank you, Nico. When I see your name, it took me back to whenever I played a lot of GTA on my Xbox. Like the original GTA. Like I think GTA, not even the original one, man. GTA 4. Just one of the older ones. Like one of the canon things they would always say was, Nico, let's go bowling. Somebody would always say that. You gotta be locked, man. Very intricate, the mindset. Thank you, Dever. We gotta go bowling now. Right now. Can you how to wait, I don't think I understood what you just asked me. GTA 4 is peak PS4. Man, I ended up picking up GTA 4 on my Xbox. I never beat it, but I just kind of would just play it, you know? You know, you just kind of pick up a game, you never really, even if you play it for just like a season or a week or a day or a week even, maybe. You gotta just re-experience the nostalgia to see if it was really the hype that you remember it as. Sometimes the hype be not what it seems. Did you have this look good? Thank you, Jana. Did I have the PS4 handheld? I didn't even know that was a thing. The PS4 handheld. I must be under a rock. I didn't even know that existed, I'm gonna be honest. That's crazy. I'm gonna draw one more on this page. Just kind of go into the Great Ape thing I'm kind of building up right here. Let me see. It's gonna kind of be like a mixture between the Dragon Ball stuff. It's called something else, you just don't know what. You talking about the PS Vita? I don't know if that was the PS4, but I think I know what you're talking about. Can I do a line? I'm probably not gonna do one tonight. When did I start drawing with both hands, and when did I learn I could do that? I started this way about last year in 2024. I've been just gradually doing it ever since. So I kind of like, once I realized that I could, I kept at it. I kept at it and just kept on drawing. Yeah, the Vita. I never owned the Vita, but I got to play the PSP. I did own. I don't know what happened to my PSP low key, but I had a PSP. That's crazy. It just completely kind of blocked out of my memory. I love my little PSP though. That was like peak gaming. I had Spider-Man 3 on there. It's greatness. That was like peak gaming. I remember playing. I had like, I don't even remember what other games I had on there. I remember having Spider-Man on there. That was so crazy to me. Like, y'all don't understand how good that little console was. You just had to kind of be there. I feel like I liked my DS, but there was something that was just cool about. There was something else that was just magical about the PSP. That comes from like, I was like a diehard DS guy too. I had a DS for what felt like forever. When in reality, it might not even been that long. PC the wave now, but the old consoles will be missed, of course. The Maestro, what's up, King? I mean, but with a PC, it's just the playing ground ain't even like, it's not even anymore. What is, if you can come up with, like, why even own a console at this point? It's clunky. You're gonna have to carry around a box and wires regardless. So why not carry around a box and wire that can literally do everything you want it to do? That's not restricted by game passes and you gotta pay to play online. Yeah, that's trash. That was always trash from the jump. I wish I would have seen that sooner. I'm not even like a console hater, but that's garbage. When my friends opened up my eyes to how trash that was, bro, my whole perspective changed forever. I could never go back. I don't even have a PC right now. Like, yo, what's up, Z? Welcome back. I don't even own a PC right now, but yo, once my eyes were open, bro, you can never go back. Once you see it for what it is, once you kind of like get a look above what's typical, man, it's hard to go back. You said 1995. Find you a friend who knows what they're doing to build your PC. Give them a decent budget, and you're good to go. Yeah, I didn't start with like a PC at first. I ended up getting like a pre-built laptop. I think that what happened with it though. I think it like overheated low key. But yeah, man, it's definitely solid. I'm not even like I love my Xbox 360 back in the day. The PS3 was good. I would even argue the new consoles are great. I just don't see a point in owning them. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Sure, the exclusives. I seen somebody playing through them Spider-Man games. They're cold. Or that new Spider-Man game that came out with Miles and Peter, and even Venom too. Cold, great, right? It just if you're not like a diehard for exclusives, I don't know like what incentive you would have to buy a console. I'm obviously not trying to deter nobody. What is the point, you know? And how was my day? Man, it was good, man. Thank you for asking. How was yours? Hey, thank you for the heart me too, Liz. And you're getting a new Steam console when it come out. Somebody was telling me about that, Z. That Steam, I believe, isn't it like a Steam Deck or something? I'm not really that locked in. I haven't really just been on the game like that. Or even that like locked in with it. I've been kind of just drawing. First time viewer, so dope. What made you learn how to do this? I'm gonna be honest with you, Gemini. I just tried it out, and upon realizing I could, I just leaned into it more. To make a really long story short, I mean, like really condensing down multiple chapters. Now it's called a Steam Machine. It's a PC console hybrid. Well, as long as it's worth it, hey, I would say go for it. You're gonna throw $100 on JP versus AJ. We know that fix is in, fam. You gotta, what is that for? Is that like you gotta enlighten me. I'm a little bit under a rock. No hablo. I don't even know how to respond to that, bro. How long have I been drawing this? Oh, you said Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua boxing. Bro, I don't even, when I tell you I'm like I don't even be keeping up with it. Like I might try to catch a highlight of it or something, but I'm just not tapped in. I don't know. I don't know enough about fighting though. You know, who do you got? Tell me. Put me on, man. Thank you too, Liz. You gotta put me on. Cause if we put this, if we hop it on in sports gambling, I'm not even a sports better, bro. Cause like I said, I'm just not tapped in. I might tap in a little bit more. I literally just be drawing, bro. Bro, AJ about you say he about to. Nah, I'm not about to put that out there because I just genuinely don't know, honestly. And that's what be so. That's kind of what be crazy. You be asking me like, what side am I on? I just there is no. I don't got like no stakes in it. I don't keep up with it. Low key, bro. I don't think we ever gonna see Jake lose. Y'all saying that every fight is rigged? Dog, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, thank you, Michaela. I do not know. And the last thing I'm about to do is sit up and be like, man, yeah, nah, I don't got no stakes in this, man. I don't got no true stakes. I, hey, whenever I get done with this, I'll show y'all everything that I did on this page, bro. There's no shot. Mans went from fighting Tank 5'5", 135 to AJ 6'6", 250. Thank you, Dever. Do I ever sell these? What is happening right now? Roblox. What? Y'all just hit me with 1,000 different things at once. I'm just drawing, bro. I'm drawing. What is that? And I have a couple of these listed on Etsy right now. This is awesome. Thank you, Bridger. You gotta just trust me. You gotta trust the process. I had like a time, man. For some reason, I kept getting like the little people trying to get me to bet on the sports ads, man. Like I don't think I'm like the intended audience. Because like I said, I'm just not tapped in. The most that I'll do is like watch really obscure videos. I'll put stuff on in the background. I'm just not, if I happen to not be on the live. It's kind of like somebody trying to contact you about like extending out your car's warranty. It's like, I don't, when did I realize I could do this? Man, probably like last year, man. You just gotta I just kept drawing. So, hey, thank you, Cookie. So, somebody going, do I mess with Vinland Saga? I kind of, even that. Not tapped in. Thank you too, Rob Bean. Thank you, G. Let me kind of draw on like his arm or something going upwards. I'm not going to do a full body, nothing like that. I just got to do it. I got to do it to where that surrounding context is there. That way you at least know. No, but look, pro. So I say I've only been drawing this way since 2024, but before that I had been kind of on and off drawing for my whole life with my right hand. So it's not like I just completely started from scratch, you know. It was still like a little bit of trial and error there, but whenever I would draw with my right, it wasn't anything like this. This wasn't something I really got into until you could see my progression for the most part, man. Give him a tooth. Nah, he's toothless like the dragon. His mouth is closed anyway. It's like Toothless the Dragon. This is wild. Never seen it. Thank you, Gemini. I gotta make him more reddish orange. Don't be like that, bro. You can't even draw. It's thank you, Milo. But yeah, like I said, man, you know, I just tried this out upon realizing that I could. I leaned into it some more. And I just doubled down on it. I felt like it was my own. How old am I? I'm 21. I just turned 21 in November. It's crazy. They be trying to call me Unc, man. Not no Unc. Yeah, this is an orangutan. Indeed. I do want to make his other arm kind of just as blue as the other one that I drew in where he was kind of hanging down. But I'm going to kind of show y'all what started this and where this all came from. To tap, please. Yeah, definitely keep on tapping. I appreciate that, Liz. Thank you for the rose too, Benjamin. I'm gonna kind of, I'm gonna show y'all the catalyst behind what even started this. You can't wait. You can't wait to see it. Thank you, Pearl. Look. Thank you, Alejandro, too, for the TGIF. I started this off with drawing in Frieza, because Frieza always be hating on the apes, so I just thought it would be fitting to kind of draw him surrounded by different like great apes. Now for the real question, Hey, thank you, Dever. Outstanding. Nah, man, I thought it would be fitting, man. I thought that it would be fitting to kind of give him that. There's no better way than to kind of put him around what he hates the most. What he be hating on. Now look, well, let me see. Thank you too, Z. I thought this one would kind of just be fun to do. Now, okay, look, I had an idea. I wanted to go back to my vultures that I was drawing a little bit earlier. Let me see. I thought it would be fitting to put him around what he hates the most. Dragon Ball with an ape handprint. Yo, what happened to Frieza? You said he's methed out? Wait, you say he's methed out? I didn't draw him in his what? I'm gonna draw another vulture. That's what I want to do. But I've drawn skulls and stuff, but I wanted to draw like maybe skulls around them. Haven't drawn anything in years. You definitely got to get back into it. He do look like he owns something. Not going. But y'all good for my drawing, bro. But this having like a community. Y'all cooking me. He didn't look like he was, bro. He a raven. Nah, I'm not gonna do a raven on this one. Y'all cooking me. Why does my Frieza look like he's on something? Shoot, man. Frieza's probably on he's probably on something we don't even know about. He's Frieza. He ain't sane. He's not sane at all. He's Frieza. A sugar skull. No, not even. I'm like thinking like something that's more. Think like vultures and stuff like that. Something in that lane. I wanted to finish the night off with drawing in some more wildlife, in all honesty. That's what I really, really wanted to do. As I was saying before, I feel like it's been long enough since I've done full bodies. I'm kind of just trying to bring that back. I had like a little streak where I was posting a lot of full body drawings with birds and stuff. I just wanted to kind of come back to it. Just touch base with it. Can I draw an eagle? I've done a lot of eagles before. Kind of how I was telling the other person. I don't think I'm going to do an eagle tonight though. But I have all kind of like eagle time lapses and stuff that I've posted just from my past lives and stuff like that. Stuff that's kind of been in that lane. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Hang on, y'all, so y'all can see. Grew from the Minion movies. Vulture sick. I ended up starting off with one of these, and I think that it would only be fitting to kind of base my last theme. Do I ever make up my own characters? I have before once. I've done all kind of like abstract designs, which I call my abstract art or my omnilinear art. I was on live one night and we sat there and came up with this character called Leo the Lion. His name was Leo, but when I was like writing his name out, it ended up like coming out as EO because I sat there. Have I tried drawing moths or butterflies? Yes. I drew in a butterfly a little bit earlier today. I haven't drawn in too many moths though. He says, what are your exes? That's tough. Hang on. Let me get back. Let me like get my train of thought. I just kind of knocked off my whole little flow and axolotl. That's a vulture, right? Indeed. Vultures be crazy. Nah, that kind of just factory reset my brain. I'm over here lagging. It's just mind-boggling can do this. Hey, thank you, Debbie. I just factory reset my brain, bro. It knocked me off my whole little flow that I had. I didn't know how to like interpret that. Okay, I wanted to do some nature stuff. We were talking about birds. The one dude asked me to do an eagle. I'm just kind of retracing my steps right now. I've seen your art before. This is amazing. Thank you, Emily. And genuinely, that's crazy. That's all I can say, honestly. Sometimes y'all kind of be hitting me with stuff I don't even know how to respond to. What am I drawing right now? A vulture? It's cool, man. Have I ever done stuff besides animals? Man, it just really depends on the day. It all depends on the day. What I'm feeling like in the moment. But I wanted to, because this is a vulture, I'm thinking like something that you would see out in the desert or something. So think like maybe like a skull. But I don't know the kind of skull. It is what it is. Plenty of them out there. I just got like a Windows error message whenever you hit me with that comment, Paul. Like I genuinely I didn't even know it. It's like, wow. Do I have a freestyle without what do you mean? Wait, you ever done any skateboarding action shots? No, but I imagine that would be like something involving posture. I haven't though. I haven't. I think it would be something cool. But like I haven't really done like a lot of anatomy stuff. I've really only experimented as far as animals and maybe the stray face or two, but I normally don't do too many faces. I really like my animal drawings. I kind of like the messiness and the rawness of it all. I lean into it a lot. Wanted to laugh or grin, not a straight reboot, but bet. Nah, I just kind of factory reset me for a second. I was comprehending like a million things at once. What colors are my favorite to use? Man, I be using like red, blue. Most of the time, if I use all black, I'll do that more off stream. I did have a live stream recently that's not very common of me where I was only drawing with my black pens. I normally don't do that though, but I really like my red, blue, and my black in all honesty. Got a Windows error message. Like, this one has to come together by all means. By all means. And more importantly, I just want this vulture to kind of have like a full body of feathers. Thank you for the roses too, Liz. I think that it's just something that's cool about the way the red and blue come together. And I don't know if y'all could tell or not, but this was the blue that I was using more towards the beginning of the stream. Whenever my other one ran out, is coming out like a lot better. The more that I use these, the better they get for me to draw with, I feel. Hang on. It's that time again. Dingo, you be rotating through. I know exactly what you're gonna say. Don't say it, bro. We got a tradition. Bro. We got a tradition. We got something of a tradition here. Which is insane. I'm gonna make his like tail feathers just a little bit longer. And honestly, something else I might do too, just to kind of bring this one up. I will not stop until you make it. Hey, I appreciate your support, Dingle. You real for that, man. That's some next level dedication. Hey, you never know. Kind of like dedication sometimes, you know. Dedication, that's all, I guess. See, now that y'all trusting the process. Y'all see, it was some of y'all that was like, what the freak am I looking at? This one is a vulture though. I know the question is gonna come up and it's gonna be a few of y'all that genuinely don't understand what's going on. It's a vulture though. I wanna draw like a really, really close up of its face. Maybe somewhere on the page. But man, it makes my just for me, it makes my drawings a whole lot easier whenever my pens kind of just get into that state of flow. The ink isn't really dry. Hey, thank you too, Love for so cool. Thank you, Femi. He said day 50 is crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna give him like a little branch to be standing on. Just let the shape kind of do its own thing. You do a background to him normally. Every blue moon, yeah, but most of the time, no. I normally don't. I just be kind of drawing them in as I see fit and just kind of going from there. Just taking it from there. Just seeing what happens. So, well, stop. How did you know you could do this? Hey, I just tried it out, man. Just ran with it when I realized that I could. And thank you, too, for the goat and the rose, Maddox. Thank you. You gotta trust. I gotta trust the vision. Y'all see the vulture come together. Y'all gotta trust me. Trust the vision. Thank you for the fest pop in the corn. It will look great on the tee. Thank you, Pearl. Thank you, too, for the cake slice, too, Pa. Gotta bring everything together, man. This is really some desert stuff. Think about something you might see venturing through the desert. That's what I was going for. I found this picture that I really liked. This one was just perched on what looked like a dead tree or something. Just looks like how you would imagine a vulture would be somewhere, wherever vultures be at. They're majestic, though. I want to find a close-up of one's face. I've drawn something like this before, but I think that context helps. Hang on. I want to get myself a good picture of one that's you can see his face. I'm about to draw his face out. And then maybe I might draw like a skeleton or something, or a skull. Another skull. I've seen them in West Texas. I got a few references if you need this. I found one's face that was close up, but I'm always kind of in need of them. I like to just find them. What I'm gonna have to start doing eventually, though, is kind of going ahead of time and getting something just ready to go, get like a nice solid backlog. Just drawing out their faces. Or just with wildlife in general. Like where I'm from, I know that we have turkey vultures, but turkey vultures and vultures are still two different things. Let me take that back. I know that turkey vultures are a type of vulture, but I mean just like actual vultures that just really be outside for real. The huge ones. The ones that really mean business. Condors. Yeah, the ones in Cali. Those ones are huge. Hang on. The live keeps trying to accuse me of being idle because I end up getting really still whenever I'm drawing. Am I lefty or righty? I'm more of a righty, but I lead a lot of my drawings with my left. Weirdly, funnily enough. I like my blue pens a lot, I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta shape out bro's beak. Am I drawing a duck? Yeah, this is a duck. This is not a duck. This is a vulture. This would be a crazy looking duck, bro. Thank you, cosplay. That would be that would be the most ominous looking duck. Okay, they're called, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know the difference between like a regular and a turkey. I don't think they're the same thing though. They very well could be. I'm not as well versed. Creepy ducks are cool. I mean, yeah. Guess it's whatever floats your boat. Just shaping out his head or its face. You got to get it right. This is good. Thank you, Diamond. Your art's cool, the way you doing it. Thank you, cosplay. Or a dodo. Nah, this one isn't quite a dodo. It's a vulture. But I keep getting people thinking that it is a dodo though. But this was definitely not a dodo. I asked Google, the ones I see here in Texas are they're turkey vultures. That's what I was saying. Like, I know that those turkey vultures are everywhere. I don't know what the difference is between them and vultures. Like a condor. Yeah, it's a vulture. Like, this isn't quite a condor, but it's like a condor. It's kind of in the lane. It's kind of in the lane. Can you draw a lion and a tiger? No, not today. I've done them both before, though. Turkey vulture's big. You saw one at camp. You thought it was a dodo. Yeah, you're cooked. It's over with, bro. They're big birds, and what's crazy, they be having big families. It be a lot of them. It's never just one. It's never just one. They always be having like big flocks. Buzzards. I mean, they're called buzzards too. It just depends on who you are and where you're from and what you call them. It's the same thing though. I didn't know that they were called buzzards, but they're called buzzards too. I be drawing characters and stuff sometimes too, but I really be drawing animals and sometimes anime people, but not really. I'm more of an animal person whenever I be drawing low key. Just to be honest with you. But here's these two so far. I wanted to do like some kind of animal skull. You know? I've never really drawn like a deer skull before. I'm gonna try this out. Let me get this pulled up. I'm gonna get started. Just give me a second, y'all. Hawk skull. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a hawk or something. This one's gonna kind of be a little bit out there. I've done like human skulls before, but animal skulls is a whole different beast. Let me get this. Let me get the best angle that I can get here. Or try to, at least. Dude, you just looked at your profile. Yeah, but that's the thing too. I got like a lot of stuff that's up right now. I'm kind of still getting a lot of stuff up and going. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of the time when people ask me, I've probably already done some of the things that people will throw out as requests in the lives. It's probably there in like a time lapse form. You might have to just scroll back a little bit. Inosuke. What is this called? It's lovely. This is like scribble art. But on this page, I already know I don't want to like overdo it. So I think I'm going to do like one more. Maybe. I just got to figure it out. Now for drawing out his teeth. He said, Inosuke. That's it. I don't know what I just said. I must have said it wrong, though. Cool. Well, reference to I was looking at like some references on Google. It was of a deer skull. A lot of the time I'll draw like live ones, but I wanted to change it up a little bit. Let me kind of. It's amazing. You know, y'all forgetting me. Y'all gotta get me right. We saying it right. I probably still am kind of. That's crazy. I know I just made some of y'all cringe. Like the type of cringe that you think of whenever you hear that styrofoamy, like whenever you pick up a carton of eggs, that noise it makes. Or even chalkboard too. You good. Names are hard. No, it's extremely hard. Thank you too, Sanja. This is my favorite. Man, I'm telling y'all locked in. These are gonna just keep getting more and more crazy. I've never really done like a deer skull either. This is like some stuff that you would whenever you see deer skulls, that's normally whenever you see like the nature scary stories or something. Y'all locked in. You can't cosplay a ton. Be so real. I want to cosplay so many characters, but I refuse to if I can't say the name. Oh yeah, you're cooked. That's like the barrier to entry. If you can't say the name, you can't cross the barrier. That is tragic. It's like a door. Open the door. Open the door. You're cooked. Have I done human skulls? I have done human skulls. The only reason that I even had the only reason I even thought to try this out was because I've done human skulls before. Here's the deer skull though, y'all. I'm not going to extend out its antler too much. I don't want for it to go too much into my vulture right here. I have done the only reason I thought to even try this out was because I've done human skulls before. Let me see. I can't draw too many deer skulls though. Dude's gonna be thinking I'm like a skinwalker or something, bro. I'm okay. I'm cool off that. Now, what's something else that kind of matches that aesthetic of vultures and stuff like this? You said me is Kazakhstan. Nice job. Thank you too, Pearl. Let me see. I want to do something else that matches the birds. An owl. I've done like a lot of owls today. Or I did the one. I don't want to go back to owls. Hyenas. A cowboy. That's too typical. Maybe I'll do, you said a crow. A cactus might work. I don't think I've ever done a cactus either. Somehow. How haven't I drawn a cactus? Or I got another one. A bison skull. That's what I'm going to try to do over here in this corner. I did a deer skull. Now I'm going to do a... Actually, maybe a cactus might be a little bit better. That way I'm not overdoing it. How? I got to figure out... Okay. A cactus might work. Why not a skull with a cactus behind it? I don't want to overdo it. It's about finding that fine line. You don't want to cross it because I've done some pages where I've done more than I probably should. I still want things to keep their neat look. I don't want to go too crazy. I kind of want for these to still kind of keep that clean look, even though they're scribbly. Which might not make sense. Vultures, for real. A rabbit ready for his life. Nah, we already passed that point, bro. Thank you too, vultures. We are definitely past the point of the rabbit ready for his life. He said cactus is the quenchiest. I've never even had cactus juice, but I had this point in time in my life where I was like watching the YouTube survival hack videos, and dudes would be like, man, if you ever stranded out in the middle of the desert, man, you could drink cactus juice or something. I don't know if that's legit. It's true. Thank you, Corey. I don't know how legit that is. But dudes would be on there saying that. But I don't know, man. I don't be trusting YouTube tips and tricks, because YouTube tips and tricks, they used to tell dudes to put toothpaste and peanut butter on their broken CDs. I don't know about all that, man. I thought it was poison. Just, nah, definitely don't, fam. So I'm saying, yo, if you like, dudes on YouTube might tell you to drink salt water if you're dehydrated, bro. I don't know about all that, man. Like, that ain't too smooth. The cactus juice will have you tripping out. It won't hydrate you. Cactus milk is only sufficient nutrient from certain cactus species. What's up, Jay? I need you to produce me some produce. What's up, man? I need you to produce me. That's our little staple. That's our little thing now. Hey, cactus. Hey, I'm glad y'all telling me if I end up in a situation where I'm in the middle of the desert. Thank you for the heart, me too, J2. Many thanks. Thank you too, Muha. That's crazy. I'm glad y'all telling me about these survival strategies. If I ever end up in a situation where I'm like needing water in the desert, I won't drink cactus juice. You'll be seeing colors. Well, I mean, if you get to stay alive, I feel like that's a win. Even if it comes at the cost of your sanity in the middle of the desert somewhere, where you'll want to be the most sane. You might have to just be cooked. Bro, he looked like he's AI. I am an AI, Eric. This is an AI. That would be crazy. I'm not an AI, though. Seriously. How am I holding them? Look for rainwater. Where's the red coming from? The right. Yeah, it's a red right pen. It's right. It's red. Stay humble. Hey, thank you, Muha. It's not a black pen. I have some black pens, though, but nah. You should try a duck after this. I'm not going to... Okay, so with this one, I think that... Hang on, let me just see. I don't think I'm gonna do a duck. I'm going for like a desert kind of vibe here. At most, what I'll probably do is I'll do a bison skull, but on the opposite side of the deer skull that I did. I kind of use my judgment just to make sure it ain't becoming too much on the page, you know. I don't want for it to look messy. I want for it to feel pretty together. A coyote, a close-up desert flower. The mix of red and blue make it look black because of the color. Yeah, it does look, sometimes it'll look more mixed. I be leaning into it. I think it's cool. What's up, Jacob? I'm gonna kind of like have like little stray points and just kind of make it look more cactus-like. Just to give it that look that it's like rough around the edges. Kind of how it would be in real life. A dust ball. I'm not gonna do a tumbleweed. I know what you're talking about. I want to do as the finale. You couldn't think of the word. I knew what you was talking about. Yeah, tumbleweed. Yeah. Yep. Only reason. Yeah. Hey, thank you for the corn too, Paul. Okay, let me see. I gotta do this just right. Let me see here. That's one of those words, though. What am I drawing right now? This one is gonna be a bison skull. I'm still kind of going for that deserty kind of theme. That wasn't my intention at first, but I kind of got here with the vultures. He said, Ray, go. Not even. I wasn't even going for like a real desert theme. I kind of slowly stumbled into this. And now we're here. Now, the real tricky part, though, is going to kind of be figuring out this situation with this branch. What I might do is I might kind of just blend the skull into the branch. That way it just kind of, it comes together, you know. That wasn't my original design, but you got to adapt and overcome, I guess. I need you to produce me some produce. But say, yeah, that's tough. Started from the vulture, now we're here. Seriously. You got to adapt and overcome. Because it's scribbles, it's easily adaptable. As I was just saying before, because this one is a bison, just the structure of his skull is a little bit different than the deer that I just did. So I'm kind of having to freehand it a little bit more. But like I said before, this is kind of drawing skulls versus drawing animal faces are whole different. It's challenging. He said proud Texan. So yeah, you like probably super locked in. I'm kind of just, I don't know how we got here. How we got here from vultures. I think that's the cool part about these lives. Sometimes I just be kind of riding out the wave and seeing where it goes. Set fire, G. Thank you. We gotta just see where this goes. No, this one was a little bit crazy. I'm gonna draw out this other horn. But this one is a bison. It's kind of going off the page a little bit, but it'll have to do. Hang on. It must be done. Said Jinx. Let me draw on his teeth. Or its teeth. Two-handed drawing is so neat. Never seen it. Thank you, Siren. This one was a little bit more on the edge here, but it worked. It worked out, even if it was kind of pushing it, but it came together. Let me see. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit and just show y'all what I've done. I do think I'm gonna leave this one as it is. I don't want to overdo it. I did the cactus, the bison, the deer, and then the two vultures. I think I'm gonna leave this one alone though, man. I think I'm gonna call it a night though, y'all. And how do I know I can do this? Man, just through experimenting and trial and error. I think I'm about to call it a night though. I appreciate y'all hanging out and watching these coming together. And I will see y'all in the next one. And until next time, man, y'all take it easy.